pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due.
What's up, Chaotic? How you doing?
Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin.
I can't complain. Just getting up not too long ago. Tune in to these ALGS, a little watch party, but I've been good.
No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you.
Oh, we got a hollow spray.
Respect
Okay.
is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. A pilot stands before you. Respect is due. No, let us begin. Let us begin. before you. Respect is due.
What you been up to lately? What you been up to lately?
No, nothing. Let us begin.
Oh no, FaZe going down to DZ, and they feed the KP to DZ who's in 9th place. FaZe might not make it to elimination bracket round 2, and that's going to be Naked Dead. We will see them as well in elimination bracket round 2. Now we have to open the doors up for Gambare to close this gap, and Xset to maybe take spots away from DZ and FaZe here. FaZe,
well, Gambare already passes FaZe.
For sure, 100%. But we'll see what happens here if Xset actually has a big game with the zone closing in. Oh my goodness, baby. Let's lock it in. Alliance is indeed alive, correct? They're up top right now,
yeah,
next to the zip line. Yeah, oh, they're bottom side underneath the zip lines. Xset is gonna be up top on the zip lines here. We're gonna see what they do. They are 8 points behind FaZe before this game started. I'm not too sure where that's gonna bring them.
You got KCP still alive.
Maybe fighting Fnatic here late game?
I mean, KCP low-key needs the KP.
Yeah, they have to go for KP here, man. KCP cannot get complacent. They're in 16th place. They got to get something going. The win would just not be enough. They have to get points. Let's see the play that KCP makes. I think they're good for right now. They're going to be fine.
There's a KCP chant
Yeah,
going on right now from the
KCP
crowd.
chant. E6-2 moving up. They need a revolutionary game. And they're just not getting it right now. Not looking too good for the boys over E6. And here we go. Fnatic trying to make a play onto KCP, who's up top. DZ also needs a rotate.
Oxygen flying in.
Oxygen is indeed flying in. Greek, I totally understood the words you just said. And they're going to make it on top of the building. Xset now going to be fighting 2 up top versus NRG. Here we go, baby. A big-time fight for big-time players. Sykes going down. Gillerston puts him down. More shots going through. Fun
Oh,
trying to
shit.
make a play. And
Come on.
that's going to be a finisher coming out for Fun. I don't think he meant to do that.
Just
The
the
armor
armor
swap.
swap.
Oh shit.
Third-partied.
Damn. Damn, Xset.
See them in elimination bracket round 2, courtesy of Alliance and NRG. NRG
Are you
will
trying to
also
work in that
might
all?
not make
Okay.
it through. They're in 8th place, 32
Oh,
points.
wow.
There's a chance that
Gambare eliminated.
Gambare eliminated. That's actually huge
Bro,
for
it's
NRG.
going to be so close.
It's going to be so close. Oh my
Come on,
goodness.
Alliance still in
There's
it
going
though.
to be such a tight race for 10th place. This is insanity.
DZ still alive as well. And so is Alliance. on the
Fnatic
top
still
side.
alive. Pioneer's still alive as well. So this is big time to understand that the KCP right now can close this gap. We're going to watch them, Greek, if I could actually find them on the freaking thing. Where are they at? Boom. KCP. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, first one fuck up. What's up, Wardell? How you
Spike is
doing?
I do too.
Good morning,
Could be very
Mizuki.
big KP here for them.
It's a good ulti too by that boy Zane. They need to try to get this on the Fnatic though, big time. Fnatic's leaving. They're jumping on E6, the duo. The duo
Fnatic
does go
down to
down.
just 2.
Come on, Big Prowler. Big Prowler.
My God, it's Oxygen with the third
Oh
party.
shit.
And that's KCP getting eliminated. Wait a minute. Not yet. But I think it's going to happen here. The swing now coming out. KCP is going to be
Ooh.
dead, and they're going to most
Losers
likely
bracket,
not make it to elimination bracket round 2. They will be sent.
The
Oxygen's still
losers
alive.
bracket, I think.
Pack is still alive. DZ is still alive.
No,
Greek.
because it can't be the losers bracket.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I don't
DZ
know. I
is
can't
the
see.
speed
I don't
right now.
know.
Holy
Yes,
shit,
yeah.
dude.
They got 4 KP as well.
I think NRG is going to get 10th here. As DZ is probably going to advance past them. We'll see what happens.
It's going to be within 1 or 2 points for sure.
Without a doubt. DZ trying to stay up. Only team, bro, from 9th to
Fnatic.
15th is alive.
Yuka laugh with the Kraber heady.
Oh my goodness, here we go. The boy coming on in. Fnatic going down. Dark Zero going down. Oxygen going down. Alliance now with the walk up here. TSM dying. Alliance reclaiming
Alliance.
the throne.
Ah.
Alliance takes the win.
Damn.
And there we go. They're jumping all around. Alliance with the W in game number 6. That's huge for Alliance, mainly because they're going to get some extra points going into finals.
Well played, man. What a set.
What a
God
set of
damn,
6, kid.
Effect been showing
What a
out.
set of 6.
The alliance been coming to play,
my
baby.
God, TSM though, with a great day. The Alliance fans
Bro,
here are
Yuka's no scope there on reads.
We
was
didn't see
kinda-
it.
Kinda gross.
Was it?
Damn. And Wardell, I'm doing good. Just getting up now. Wake the fuck up.
Explosion. I'm joined by Gaskin and Onset here before we get into this series. Are you prepared to figure out who's going to be playing tomorrow?
I don't think I am, honestly. It's too hard to predict now. It's crunch time. It's the situation where we've got the teams who are struggling a little bit in the winner's bracket, find themselves in the elimination bracket, and all those squads who finally found that grit and determination to push themselves into this elimination round 2. Again, I would beg anyone to try and predict the top 10 teams and tweet them to me, and I'll give them a tenner.
You've got the cash for
I
that?
think I could.
That's the second time you're trying to give cash away today.
It's just a spare tenner I've got in my back pocket. I just want to get away.
I'm scared. Honestly, I feel like this is like a terrifying time to be on that stage, right? It's either, it's all or nothing. I know that's a very cliche thing to say, but it couldn't be more true, right? Either you make it to Championship Sunday and you have a chance at winning the trophy, or it's Heartbreak Hotel. Like, you're going to be on Twitter, you're going to be saying, we didn't quite make it, and we're going to have to sit and watch tomorrow, and all of the work that you've put in is not going to be enough, and you're going to have to go away and do it all again. So that's what it means to these teams, right? This is the last opportunity, 6 more games to be a participant in the grand finals on Championship Sunday. That's what everybody wants who came here.
Yeah, and if we're talking about, you mentioned how hard the fight was in that winner's bracket. I mean, the cutoff point was literally tied in those scores. That was not an easy bracket to be a part of. We talked about how even leading into that series, sometimes it's harder to really make it through that portion of the tournament into the finals. Talk to us a little bit about the winner's portion that we just saw a little bit.
Yeah, and that is, I mean, Heartbreak Hotel for FaZe, losing out on a tiebreaker to Gambari Otazan, and it was all based down on having a better match performance with that tiebreaker as well. Talk about like just trying to nitpick and get close as you can. So now FaZe needs to try and bounce back. It's always tough when you've come so close. But I think that you've got to look at the squads who are momentum-based at the moment. The teams who were playing well enough in the winner's bracket, which still could make a difference. And I think FaZe will have to be one of them just because they were so close to getting there.
Yeah, and we've seen
F
that
for
with quite a
FaZe.
few
What up, Miss
notable
Vikings?
squads.
Be right back.
Obviously,
Okay, Rick.
We have a very scary elimination bracket to kind of close this thing out. So many teams that we wouldn't have necessarily expected to be in this position after performances that we've seen either in Split 2 or even in the previous playoffs the first time around. It's just an elevated level of competition. Specifically, we've talked about APAC North a lot being so successful here in this region. For you, Mark, who are you mostly surprised to have seen finding themselves now in the Elimination 2?
It's a very tough question to answer, isn't it? Because I think the one thing we can take away from what we saw in that winner's bracket final was like the elevated level of play that some teams managed to find and kind of separate themselves from everyone else. I'm talking about that top 5. All of a sudden it seemed like there was a slight gap opening up, and maybe we're going to be talking about those teams when it comes to Sunday. But as far as surprises, I mean, it's the thing, right? You can pick any team that's in this elimination bracket. You could give a reason for them to be in that grand finals already. You've got the likes of FaZe, like you mentioned. You've got the likes of J-Links, Northeption, who had such a good first day as well. But I want to kind of just mention 100 Thieves, because they were in this position, the exact same position during the Split 1 playoffs. Now, 100 Thieves came up short by, I believe it was about 1 or 2 points, where they didn't qualify for that grand final. And it was absolute heartbreak for them. Like, you could just tell, like, from the reaction. And that's going to be the same story if they don't make it through here. But I've got belief in them, and I think that there's something about 100 Thieves at this tournament. They're going to do it the hard way, but I expect them to be here tomorrow on Sunday, and I'm expecting those 3 handsome-looking gentlemen you can see on your screen right now to be maybe competing for that trophy.
And a few more teams that I was expecting maybe to be in that winner's bracket who weren't, but still performed in elimination round 1. Optic Gaming, Northeption, and Complexity.
I don't
Remember,
know
Complexity
what
were
Snipe
only
Down
a point
doing.
off of actually being
They
in
did
that winner's
amazing during
bracket. And they bounced
scrims.
back well, finishing in 4th. That's all you need to do is just make sure you get
Yeah, they
into the
definitely
next
ain't showed
round.
up for
But
this
for
at
Optic
all.
Gaming, that was the biggest change, I feel. From group stages into bracket play, Optic Gaming suddenly showed up. They suddenly showed what they're made of. They were up there in all those final circles. They were looking like the team we'd seen during Split every now and then. I think they're going to be a real threat in this lobby.
Yeah, and that's something that we've talked about a lot too, or that we haven't really talked about a lot, I mean, is the fact that obviously the teams that had to start off in Elimination Bracket 1, they've already had to go through an entire series to continue trying to make it through to finals. Then they watch winners, see who drops down, get themselves set up. As we hear these cheers going in the crowd, we see that there were a lot of signatures.
Hung over. What you was drinking last night, girl?
We've got Element 6 as well. But they've had a long day, right? Now we're in the final stretch, still need to make it into finals. And it's a little bit about the mental side too. We've talked about that with quite a few players on different teams. The mental can start to take a toll for these squads, and they really need to keep their spirits high as much as possible and use their momentum if they have any from Elimination 1.
Yeah, usually in a lot of other esports, I'd often back the teams that are coming from Elimination round 1 going into it, because they'd often play straight away afterwards. But because they've had to wait those 6 games, they've cooled off a little bit. They need to just find and pick up from where they left off. But you're completely right. It is a bit of a mentality thing that at least they're feeling good. They've been winning gunfights. They're going to be feeling confident in themselves. Whereas those teams that have dropped from the winners, they've lost a lot of gunfights. That hasn't been going well for them. Their mentals are not exactly going to be in the same place. So it's going to be a real struggle for some of these teams, and we will learn a lot in match number 1 about where those teams' mentals kind of are.
Now, just in case you guys are joining us here and you're confused on what we're talking about with how all of this works, today is the bracket stage of our gameplay as we see Dreamfire up on our screen. Lots of Dreamfire fans here in the crowd.
My goodness.
Look at that. Look at the signs.
All I'll say is we had a massive reaction when Alliance won previously, but if Dreamfire win a game in this elimination round 2...
And Dreamfire been shooting, baby.
All right, well, we've been talking about a little bit.
Beer, wine, and vodka. Oh, hell no.
Tomorrow, the teams that are going to be playing.
I don't know. You doing too much.
This is the
You
list
doing
of
too
all of
much.
these
Yeah, FaZe
squads.
cancel. I know
Touch on a
somebody.
little bit
Speak
before
up,
we
girl.
move
Tell
forward.
them. What's up, Digger? Yeah. FaZe ain't doing what they need to do, baby.
Potential for contests to happen in this group as well. I hope that for the most part we don't see too many, because I want everyone to have the fairest way of trying to get.
Yeah,
through.
I don't know why some of them act like they too good to speak, or you know, I don't know. They might have just had their feelings hurt too, Big. Appreciate the likes over there, close. I see you liking it up, baby. Get it up there, baby. If y'all on there, drop the follows and likes. Come on in. We on Twitch too, y'all. Make sure y'all follow your girl on Twitch. We are very, very close to hitting 33K, so make sure y'all pull up. We just watching some ALGS right now, so I ain't got my cam on, baby. I'm tired,
Touch
baby.
on quite a few teams, but it's time for us to narrow
I
down
know. I
to
can't
talk
believe
about
Xset.
which
Well,
teams we're
Xset,
keeping our eyes on
they had some
for
good
this
games yesterday,
final
but not
bracket. Mark, I want to start with you.
as good as they needed.
It's a surprise to see them here, but it will
Because they
not
was
be a surprise
actually,
to
they
me to
had
see
some
them
decent
dominate
games yesterday,
this
but look
lobby.
at Fun. That's my baby. Come on, Fun. Ah, gang, gang, baby.
Speaking of magic,
Ah, get the zoom in on my boy. Yeah. 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 Let's go. Hey, I love me some Fun. Thank you. I wanted to watch this. Yeah, we over here chilling. Ah. Look at Psyched over there digging in his balls yesterday, and Fun gonna say, and then he gonna have the nerve to fist bump me after. Ah, that shit was funny. He was digging, and his balls probably was sitting there itching or hurting the whole time. Maybe he couldn't wait to get up and adjust them draws. He couldn't wait.
But there is a contest that's going to be happening, and Tropic are likely going to be contesting them on both maps. This is going to be a sense back against the wall now.
All right, come on now.
They were one of the powerhouses in EMEA.
Sin been doing their damn thing too, though. I can't hold no Sin. They've been doing their thing too.
If they can get into Championship Sunday whilst being contested, then I will take my hat off to them if I was wearing one.
Yeah, and Ascend is definitely someone we expected to get to the finals based off of their performance in the first one alone. But for me, I'm keeping my eyes on Fire Beavers, okay? A team that we've obviously had super high hopes for after they had missed out on that Split 1 playoff land. And when you take all of their performances into consideration, first in Split 1, fourth in Split 2 for their region, I mean, this is someone that we're keeping our eyes on. We got a little bit of
mini game
going on. It's good!
Money! Nothing but money.
Plus the plushie here.
That's a good omen.
Keeping them a little bit of company on the desk, but they are someone who found a little bit of momentum right at the end of that elimination bracket 1. We talked about how important that could be. So for me, that's the team that I'm going to be keeping my eyes on here as we get ready for this bracket. But it's time for us to start talking about what you at home can also be getting for yourselves. We keep mentioning it, so hopefully you're making sure you are sitting down and watching the broadcast for at least 60 minutes each day, because you are going to want to get all of these Twitch drops, okay? We had that R99 skin on Thursday, the Wraith skin Friday, and then today, the Hollow Spray ratting. But if you happen to miss out on your opportunity to get those, don't worry, you still have a chance to get the entire bundle as long as you're hanging out with us watching for at least those 60 minutes here
Man, this week is
Sunday. So Make sure
Hop
you are
a
doing
hole.
that.
Wait,
Get
Hop.
those
He
locked
made
up on your
with his
teams. They're
arms.
super, super
Oh,
cute.
wait,
Like
hold
I
on. Let me
said
read
it
that
multiple
again.
times, I'm obsessed with
Man,
that.
this
That whole
weak
observation, by the way, the
ass
ratting one, like, imagine
Hop
you
he
play a
made
racket
with.
rack, you find someone rat and you just throw that down. It's like, as a full team.
Yeah, them
by the
skins,
way,
I mean, they free. You know they weren't gonna give
Might be the
you.
closest some people get to a predator
You knew
gunshot
they
as
weren't
well,
gonna give you
so
too
it's nice to be able
much.
to pick that one up for free.
Wow.
Wait,
Is that
weak
what it
ass.
Yes, absolutely.
The
I don't know
weak
what thing
ass?
anyone-
I'm
just
so
don't- you know,
confused,
those
baby.
Masters, that's all I can get nowadays, unfortunately. These pro players, they just take all them spots.
All right, well, now that we've got all that out of the way, we're about to be getting into our final series here in just a moment. All right, before we do that, I want to get some mini predictions out of you guys. I know we've honed in on our squads that we're keeping our eyes on, but like we said, it's a stacked elimination bracket here to close out the day. I don't care if it's who you're hoping to step it up or who you think will 100% make it in. You can give me either.
I think that even though I've mentioned Ascend, I don't think they're going to be the team I'm expecting to win this. I would be looking at the likes of Exet to step up a little bit and show what they're made of. Maybe FaZe coming back from the depths a little bit after getting so close to progressing into that grand finals, because we've not really seen a pop-off from FaZe yet. They haven't necessarily had that big series, and I think they might be due one. So I don't know about you, Mark. Who are you looking at?
I'm going to suck up to the crowd.
Who are you?
Dreamfire, they're going to make it through. That's what I believe. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. But I'm going to actually talk a little bit about Entropic, because I think Entropic could be a little bit of a surprise package here.
But they are contesting Ascent, right? So it's
What if they win it, Dan?
That's the thing.
What
but
if they win it?
We just saw what happened in that previous round where they were contesting each other and neither team were able to flourish. And that's one of the issues with contests, is neither team gets to be the fast-paced team who wants to progress into the zone. And that's what Ascend want to do, and Entropic want to do as well. But they can't do it if they're contesting, Lauren.
Honestly, this is how hard it's going to be to pick anybody to keep your eyes on. But if you at home want to watch all of the drama unfold, pay attention to some of your favorite squads, try to keep up with all of the action, well, our award-winning multi-view is here for Split 2 playoffs of the ALGS. You can obviously just go right to the command center down below on your page and choose which perspectives you want to see, which in-game comms you want to hear, or which storylines you want to follow so that you can watch ALGS your way. I mean, it's going to be very important, especially in this particular bracket when there are so many teams that are going to be fighting tooth and nail to solidify that spot in finals. Very, very important moments for these teams. All right, hopefully everybody in the crowd is ready to go. I want to hear you cheering as we get ready to close this whole day out. I love how much front.
Wait, this will close the day out? This.
What has been your favorite sign you've seen so far?
Oh, shit.
Definitely the glowing Dreamfire ones,
Look
without
at
a
that
shadow of a
thing,
doubt. I don't
man.
even know how
You
you
hold
make
that sign
those,
up for
but
us,
like it is
it's so
absolutely
beautiful.
incredible.
It's so beautiful.
Maybe I can be that talented one day and I can start making signs like that when I'm eventually sat in the crowd watching my favorite teams. But for now, I get to stand here. It's quite a privilege.
I just want to say, by the way, to all the teams, like, good luck. Like, genuinely good luck. Like, it's so hard to send teams home, right, from any tournament, especially when they travel from all over the globe. But best of luck up there. It's gonna be a battle, and I think the teams who make it through are gonna be smiling. But don't forget the teams who are going home. They've been a massive part of this tournament too.
6 games, Lauren. 6 games is
6
all they
games.
have, and that's the tough thing. It's going to be very different when we get to match point. It could go to 8, could go to 10, could go to 15, I think. There is,
Go to 4.
statistically, it ends around, I don't know, 7 on average. But it's going to be one of those games where you have to focus up now. 6 matches is all you've got. You can't afford to falter, otherwise you're going to be in a position where you're just left scratching your head tomorrow and watching with the Dreamfire fans.
All right, well, we're talking about some of our teams keeping smiles on their faces, seeing some of the best in the best.
Alrighty, so I
tomorrow
posted
in
an announcement
finals.
in
I'm
the
sure this piece a little
Discord,
bit
so make sure y'all
earlier
check
on
it
in
out
the
for
day, but
me.
we figured now would be a good time to rerun that in case you missed it. Okay, we got a chance, or Rain got a chance to sit down with Hal and Sween, talk to him a little bit again before this event, so let's check it out.
Hal and Sweet. Last time, for some reason, people really liked this video. So this time we got more budget. Hal, I have something for you.
Okay. Oh. How's it feel?
I had more kills than you. This too.
Now how does it feel?
I had more kills than you the land before too.
Oh.
How are you both doing?
Great.
Worse than before that. First time in London?
Second time. Second time.
Oh. At the Split 1 playoffs. One of you beat the other?
Who had more points?
That's not how you win.
You only have more points with the winners bracket. That's not true. Yeah, sure. We had more points in grand finals without winners bracket points. No, just cumulative points. Yeah, with the winners bracket. I'm talking about without. -10, we still had more. Oh, way. Yeah. How many do you have? 10 points.
It's nice to see you guys getting along. Coming into this event, you both kind of barely.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like one of you to walk us through the end of this season.
So we started off the season making fun of TSM for almost not qualifying, and then played really bad, and then TSM made fun of us for almost not qualifying, but then we both pulled it out in the end.
Be honest. Were you rooting for each other not to make it?
No. Yeah. Do you think they'd make it? Yes.
Do you think they'd make it?
No. When it comes to big tournaments like regional finals and LAN and finals in general, TSM and NRG usually do pretty well. True, and I agree. I add us in both with that because I'm a good competitor and a good friend. Unlike this dork who just dual wields trophies and.
Do you want to let them hold it for a little bit? See how.
Oh yeah. There you go, man. I'll have one after this tournament. You don't give it to losers though.
Oh. And I oop.
What's going to happen at this event?
Probably the complete opposite of scrims.
Now they got them in their plan.
This is where all the budget went. Yeah. So, let's get serious. Who's the best player?
Not the Mexicans in London, baby.
Those guys, lover. Did you see them 1v1 in the 1v1 tournament? The Heglish tournament? Furls was not looking good in that.
Hal, who's the best player in Apex right now?
Evan, Verhulst.
Come on.
If Evan and Guild 1v1, I would sell everything I own, including my house and my car. I would take out a loan against it, put it on the Guild to win the 1v1, cash that in.
Wow.
Look at him in the back.
This team is going to be the biggest surprise of this event.
I'd be surprised if Energy wins.
Should we stop doing these, or do you like them?
I like her. I like her. These
Yeah,
guys
they're
really add a lot to it.
I don't know, they're kind of taking my job.
Not the Raven back there. I didn't even see him.
See you next time.
You know, I didn't get to say this last time, but I think one of my favorite parts about that is that somehow Raven snuck in there at the end.
Raven was in it?
Was he? Part of the band?
See that?
Very clever.
I didn't even see him back there in the background.
I always love seeing those pieces, and it just seems to get better every time. More production budget. I think.
Imagine a Mexican accent with a hint of French. I want high sound. I don't know.
In a very weird way. I think
Might drop some panties.
It's almost like
there's like a little bit of respect in there now.
Yeah.
From maybe more from Sweet than Hal, but.
So we're just gonna have to keep doing them, is what you're saying. We have to keep
It's
making
really
them
our
have these
choice.
conversations.
I mean, it'll be very interesting if we see NRG get a victory. If NRG get a victory and it's 1-1, then we have to do another one, right? That's how it works.
I'm sure Sweet will be campaigning for a third
Yes,
episode.
he will, just so he can hold the trophies as well. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you guys got to do the London Lingo one, and to be fair, some of those teams actually did way better than I had initially anticipated.
And better than they should have done for people that were outside of England as well. Some of them were easy enough.
100 Thieves know more about UK slang than I do, honestly. Like, Onmu's on it. Like, he knows. I don't know.
Welcome in those on TikTok. How y'all doing?
Cockney rhyme rather than just
Which makes
London
zero
lingo.
sense.
You don't know Cockney rhyme, and I don't think many people do, actually. Like, if I was to
Apples
say...
and pears.
I've got loads... Well, yeah, apples and pears, you know that
I've
one.
learned this one.
Because he said that one. What if I was to say, I've got loads of bees and honey? I would
Money.
have... Money. Okay, see, it's easy as
It makes no sense.
It's pretty simple.
Apart from the fact that it makes perfect
It's
sense.
just code words that rhymed. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with that, and actually the LG boys in particular were such good sports with it, because we were saying some stuff, and the eyes they were giving me, they were like, please don't ask us another question.
so good.
Just let us out. But yeah, they loved
Yanya
it.
was hilarious. Like, Yanya would be like, they would guess, and it would clearly be wrong, and he'd be like, give us the point. Give us the point. Give me the point.
He was really trying to...
And to be fair, I tried to. Dan was being really nasty.
You were very generous, and I think everyone will remember you for that. Now, before we get into our last set of matches, we're going to be sending it to a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Apex Legends Global Series Split 2 playoffs. Our desk talked all the stakes, but it's elimination bracket round 2 time. This is where the teams will rise, but some teams will fall. And the question
No,
is,
it's not a
who
TikTok
has enough
alert.
passion?
Because I don't have no alerts. TikTok don't have no
I'll be
alerts.
honest, Tiff, I'm glad that we got the chance to watch the Hallowed Sweet video again before diving into these matches, because I needed a reason to smile.
I'm gonna go heat
There
up
are
some
gonna be a lot
pizza.
of tears shed in the course of the
I had
next
pizza the other
6
day.
games. We are, of course, going to be starting off our matches over on Storm.
I don't want no pizza. We had pizza. I had pizza 2 days. I had it day before yesterday, and then I had it today. Yesterday. No, yeah, day before yesterday and yesterday. So I don't want no pizza.
At checkpoint, well, that's the hot zone. So I'm curious, Dia, with a contest in an elimination bracket round 2, which, by the way, Ascend was in the Split 1 playoffs finals. You saw them in that final fight against TSM, and now you find them here. How crazy is that?
Contesting in elimination bracket, Tiff, is a death wish for both teams. This is everything out there. Checkpoint is going to be a bloodbath because you cannot afford to give ground. And importantly, remember, third parties are always a possibility. So
Why she yelling? She is. She got a little crump.
Noticeably, Kashera and the squad Ascend split up, managing to grab as much loot as possible.
Put that
throughout
P20,
2
grab that
buildings, while
Mozam.
Meanwhile, Entropic have all chosen one, playing all together, but risking not getting weaponry.
All right, Entropic has a Havoc. You have your Fragger, Lufka, with a charge rifle and a P2020, then swapping it out with a Mozambique. That's not necessarily what I would want for an up-close and personal contest, but this is what I was curious about. Would Entropic take to the low ground, look for weapons, and leave?
And it's a smart way to play this, but they're not leaving. The way that they're doing this, Entropic are moving through the center of checkpoint to try and get a few more weapons before the contest happens, but Ascend want to push the advantage that they have right now. Post kill, up on top, Mozambique in hand, doesn't quite get that 45 that would have cracked the shields of Entropic, but they have the high ground.
In the wise words of a guy named Mandy, a super sub from Split 1 playoffs, my beak could go crazy, and it's gonna need to.
My beat go crazy.
Shields managed to hit a quick swap before the continuation of this comes through, but a double swing from Entropic takes down Kashera.
Oh shit, no, Ascend, they need to.
And just like that, with Uchako on 1 HP, Entropic have a massive advantage. One member left for Ascend. Uchako goes down, but Ascend are out!
That is
Damn.
to start the elimination bracket round 2, and it simply comes down to the RNG of the weapons that Ascend was able to find. You're going up against Prowlers, you're going up against Volt and Nemesis, but you only had a few Mozambiques, a triple take, and a charge rifle?
And Tiff, I'm gonna say it comes down to a little more than that as well. Entropic, credit where it's due, managed a really nice strategy, grabbing 2 buildings, playing together in the case where Ascend tried to split up, taking multiple peaks. It was a difficult contest for them, but now we get to the real game. Entropic have managed to pick up the win, and fortunately for them, they do not have a long rotate. We are pulling dead center of the map. A little bit of millage, a large portion of Jurassic Island, and most teams are already there, notably XSET having a very short rotation over from Cascade Falls.
I mean, this is impeccable. If you're XSET, right, and you found yourself in elimination bracket round 2 and you needed a stellar performance here, what better way than to be essentially gifted a zone? And Blackhand naked realize they've already made it dead center. I love FC Destroy's positioning, right, where the 2 zones kind of intersect. The only team that will likely rotate from that area is going to be Fire Beavers and Dreamfire.
And it's interesting that you bring up both XSET and Fire Beavers in nearly the same breath, because these 2 teams, it's honestly very strange that they found themselves here. Of the teams that we have in this last set of the day, the final elimination bracket before the finals, we've got 9 of them that are in the top 20 damage dealers of the tournament. However, notably for Fire Beavers and XSET, both of them are in the top 10 damage dealers of the tournament, and yet have found themselves here.
Oh, and we've got Optic Gaming setting up shop. We have had these buildings occupied previously. We've seen this exact same play, and KCP will likely always choose the building that they have chosen here, but 18 squads remaining, and man, my hands are starting to get crazy. The energy's gonna have to get electric in here because this is going to be everything.
But I can't help but smile looking at Nasky on the screen.
Right?
This is a tense position when you're playing zone in the elimination bracket of your career. He takes his hands off the keyboard. My man is chilling.
He is having a straight vibe. I still need to get after him about not even opening that can of beeves in the content section.
Zero said, it was back in the cooking segment with Nasky. Other people are stressing, but we just out here hanging or something like that. That was Nasky.
Hey, it is a very accurate statement over here. FC Destroy setting up shop on the gravity cannon. It's going to be really nice. They've got the Jenny out, they've got the Newcastle wall, and they are building a fortress.
This is a zone end prediction, and I will say, it's relatively common for FC Destroy. This zone is a little bit more common when more of checkpoints is included in the final zone. So a little bit of an off chance that FC Destroy do actually get the end game, but with Newcastle Watson, as you said, extraordinarily safe if they do. Fire Beavers, no surprise to anyone, are playing out through Cenote Cave on the western side of it. This is what they have done constantly throughout the entirety of Split 2. It's worked really well for them, and now they're running it once again.
Fire Beavers taking the area towards Millage. Now they're going to maybe potentially look to secure a rock, but you know, while I've got you guys all here, obviously teams from the top 10 at Split 1 playoffs that are competing here in the elimination bracket round 2 ascend. They took 3rd in London previously, Xset 4th, Onyx 7th, Element 6th, 9th. That just goes to show you how incredibly stacked this LAN is and what is at stake for our players today.
There's a lot of history that you need to be able to back up with each and every international performance, because the funny thing about Apex is that success can disappear so quickly. You show up at last LAN and you don't even make the finals this LAN, you have lost so much of your legacy. But J-Lings, they have been building a legacy this entire split, and being able to, with perfect zone predictions in 2 of their matches during the last elimination bracket that they were also in, have managed to find their way here.
Yeah, it was nearly perfect, and those 2 wins there, that was exactly what secured them their ticket here to the elimination bracket round 2. But I would like them to start calling the zones a little bit better early on so they don't have to cut it so close this time.
Absolutely. At this point in the game, they're trying to make their way into the zone, one that is a little bit crowded and doesn't have a whole lot of playable space. Relatively few buildings in most of our predictions, as the center of the map holds very little cover outside of Jurassic. Prowler Island can hold 2, maybe 3 teams, but things get real risky in the late game, and it's why positions like Dreamfires are going to be nice for the early stages. They've got a lot of supporters in the crowd, of course, but Dreamfire, what they need most of all is a safe place to hold down and a good rotation for the late game.
Scouting, shooting, just kind of trying to pace it out, looking for everyone to know where they are surrounded. What is that next move? When you have to be so meticulous about everything that you're doing here, man. And also, we lost out on Complexity. Complexity and Ascend are the only 2 teams that have taken an early exit from this lobby. And I start to look for where are the teams that are potentially outside the zone. Well, North Eption, they love Lightning Rod, they love the zone, they love crafting before. Think about it this way, right? North Eption's just going to fight their way in, similar to how we witnessed the Fire.
Who fighting now?
It worked fantastically for them in the regular
He acting like the Mozambique don't fuck a motherfucker up.
That they took during that time, they doubled anyone else in the league in the very
Ooh,
short
me?
time that we've been here at Split 2.
Oh, I know the Mozambique hit on here. That's why he put that P20 down and picked that Mozambique up.
Love crafting in the red and holding on until they know the most powerful position to approach into the next zone. It's worked really well for them in Storm Point from the past, especially because high.
Are you talking about the caster?
But in this specific zone, it's not going to work nearly as well because high ground power positions don't exist in nearly as much of a strong sense as they do when we move a little further towards the northeast of the map.
Ooh, checking in, they're hitting the Prowlers, making sure they can level up those Evo shields. By the time North Eption does get into the zone, will likely come in with triple red Evos, a plethora of shield batteries, fully kitted out, ready to challenge anyone. And Dia, we were talking about this earlier, something that happened in that elimination bracket round 1 with North Eption was probably the coolest play we have ever seen. It's made its rounds all over
the one in pink.
Oh.
Would they change this fucking view? We don't want to see the map?
Yeah, it was amazing. And for those of you that perhaps didn't see previous games, this was a POI that North Eption was contesting up against Furia in Lightning Rod with an ingenious move based on the fact that they run a support legend in Newcastle. They were able to start an armory from the opposite end of the map, sending Just Haida off to close off the armory before throwing himself off the map and being crafted on the other side of the zone. But we're getting into the action now as Fire Beavers have started.
We don't want to see change the goddamn view.
That will tend to fight, that will tend to push you, especially for the high ground. Huge cracks come through from Impulse, but Fire Beavers are playing this slow. A defensive Zero has been laid down for them.
There we go. It seems like I gotta go in there and tell them to change the goddamn view. Shit. Nobody want to see that shit. Hell, we trying to see the goddamn gameplay. Jay, appreciate that share over there on TikTok. Welcome in everybody coming in on TikTok. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody having a good day. We over here on Twitch watching the ALGS.
This is guerrilla warfare, weakening squads in the area, trying to bait in third parties, something that we actually saw Alliance in our previous match do fantastically. When you do push a squad on the high ground, you weaken them just a little bit. If you're able to back off, there's a good chance that someone else comes in and finishes the job for you. A team potentially like J-Lings.
Hold on, where is my...
J-Lings on the screen. Nags with the Skull Piercer wingman. This is not bad, right? They're going to be looking down basically at Onyx Esports, which recently disengaged from the Fire Beavers, but they're not going to be able to move from behind these rocks because if they do cross, even with the potential 2 smokes that 9 Impulse will have with the Bangalore, it's going to be too far into the open because there are so many teams congested in this area, and with everyone running, you know, longbows, nemesis, triple takes, that is the quickest way for you to lose a life.
One of Bangalore's worst enemies sitting in front of Fire Beavers right now. Fortunately, Taskmaster seems to be going off with the Nemesis, the 2x4, helping him out a little bit extra at range. This won't result in a kill, but the Evos that you talked about, North Eption, having the extra 75 HP that you can gather as a team simply by doing damage, should work in the favor of Fire Beavers if they're able to keep this kind of harassment up on the teams around them. It's a privilege afforded to them from the high ground active position that they've chosen.
And they've essentially cleared out their back, right? No one's actually in the negative rotation to be able to come from mill at this point, and maybe a team would decide to maybe try to wrap around, but there's nowhere. It's so open. FC Destroy has the grab cannon. J-Lings is in a building, and Onyx is just trying to nestle themselves next to that rock, but they're the closest towards that next zone.
After winning the contest by checkpoint, and Tropic notably have a slow rotate out. They hadn't moved until we checked in with them one more time, and even so are tanking a bit of the red as they play this zone passively. Their exit towards the south should bring them right up against the Watson fences that FC Destroy have been laying down for a very long time, and it opens the door for Fire Beavers to get in on the action as well.
You know, while we sit here, I really love that we're having Entropic here in the Split 2 playoffs. They had such a meticulous journey throughout the Split 2 regular season, formerly known as 2R1.
Let me change my thing, my link over here from Streamlabs. I just noticed that shit was still staying Streamlabs.
And Jarovic is actually now their coach, who had primarily played with them previously.
Which is a wonderful story, and I will say as well, one of the other things that I've been tracking as they played as 2R1C, as they've played
timer, y'all finna catch me on TikTok Live saying ice cream so good. And listen, when I tell you I seen like 4 or 5 people last night on TikTok doing that shit, I was like, oh my gosh. Old girl done started some shit. Now everybody on there doing it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, they've already taken a significant amount of damage. Good job on the smoking forward, trying to get the thirst that would be able to be a shield swap later. And Onyx Esports stands no chance against the Fire Beavers.
The harassment the Fire Beavers laid down earlier finally comes to a head, pushing Onyx Esports, knowing that now other teams are no longer in the area to third party this. Pioneers do start to creep on up, but will quickly retreat to their previous position. Meanwhile, Riddle, sitting in the low ground, are actually gatekeeping Entropic from accessing this next zone. You've got Riddle on one side and what was FC on the other side.
Ooh, this is going to make for an interesting battle, right? Because we're just locked and loaded with the Nemesis here. And I don't know how many of y'all play a lot of Apex out there. I'm assuming a lot. You guys know what it's like to have a Nemesis locked in on you. It's not fun. You know how quickly it can tear you down. And Tappy is just ready to make it happen.
It feels something like that, because Tappy certainly did find a couple of shield cracks. A nice Bloodhound scanned as well.
Listen, be over there popping the hell out of some popcorn, baby. I'll pull out a whole popcorn machine, shit, and put one corner in at a time, and just touch. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Entropic did that. Oh shit.
That is exactly how you step up here in the elimination bracket round 2, and that gold shield is going to allow him to quickly get back.
Oh, why he didn't pick his teammates up? He could have picked somebody else.
There's a lot of teams that are going to be making their way from outside of the zone straight into them, and look at this cluster.
Damn, he should have tried to stick a revive on somebody, and he had a goal.
Bracket due to a tiebreaker here, and now they
He had
have
a
to
gold
play
shield, so he
another
still would have been
six-match
able to heal up
series.
real
Tough
quick.
round for them, and a tough tournament, of course, but that can be said for so many of our teams. What's been really difficult for FaZe is staying together, and right now Phony playing anchor for snipe down should be allowing him to go off. Do snipe down things in this small engagement.
Okay, fine with the triple take on 100 Thieves.
Now down, FaZe have only a few seconds left to push on to 100 Thieves, but Xset are on the other side.
All right, well, let's go ahead. Xset, come on, make those longbow shots. 1, 2, 3, not necessarily able to connect with the hands of Nocturnal, but that's how we start getting that damage going. We just need a few of them. This is a nice third party, and 100 Thieves are gonna go down.
And 2
Let's
FaZe.
go ahead and jump into a listen in with Xset and see how they carry on.
Finish this. Sitting enough. Nice. Dead, nice. Be careful, North.
Damn, FaZe out of there.
Don't go back to yourself. Don't go back to yourself. Oh, they're all. There's a team there. Team there. Oh no, yeah. Just play on. We're good. I need cells. I'm dropping my longbow. Someone needs to watch. Yeah, I'm north. One on the nut and 2 swinging.
Ooh, one on the nut and 2. Okay.
Right, really low. Okay. Just blitz up. I'm marking him. Oh no, archer. She's gonna have to Q. She has to Q. Okay. 21. It's fine. I need to switch my gun. Chill for a second. You're good. I have evac tower. Okay. We can walk her edge over here. Okay. I'm popping this ulti. 2 ulti cells here. Yeah, I'm gonna pop one too. I'm popping one. I'm 9% off. I'm getting catwall. 21. 70. Alright, jump for Prowler Island. It's fine. Yep. I need look.
He picked up a G7.
I have no nades. 6 passes if you need. I'm taking this Nemi. And the Digi. They bangled it? Yeah.
Ooh, shit. Come on,
Wait,
fine.
I'm gonna slide forward. Watch me. Cover me. Watch behind you. Be careful also.
All right, Xset not actually going to commit to that fight from Element 6. With all the poke damage, it's not going to amount to anything. Meanwhile, Dreamfire going out at the hands of Fire Beavers and a few others.
Yeah, but it's round 3, so unless they had heat shields, whoever he revived would have been. I know, but I don't know. He could have revived him, but I could see why he just left. I can't see why. I ain't gonna say, oh, I don't see why. Yeah, I see why he left.
Element 6 going down. Check out who's the one that took them out. Go Next have been participating in long-range fights around the entirety of this. They were sat, and still are sat, I'll say, in Prowler Island. And Go Next have done a wonderful job in this tournament of innovating.
Oh, he fucking him up. Come on, Nocturnal. Nocturnal over here. Okay, come on, Xset. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh, that circle. Oh, shit. Good shit. Good punches. Come on now.
Go Next still in this on the island to the north. They're going to have angles on Xset as soon as this wall drops. We've been counting down for a long time, but finally it falls. And Xset, watch Go Next rotate in from the north and towards Fire Beavers, towards an isolated Taskmaster. FC Destroy still holding on, but Fire Beavers absolutely down. Bambino the one to finish them off, and FC Destroy are huddled behind this.
What's up, Q Guns? How you doing?
You've got death coming your way.
Oh, shit.
Jump in from above.
RE45 with a hammer point and Digi.
Work as Bambino claims another life, another squad.
Oh, but it's not going to be over. They want more action. All of this is going down. 4 squads remaining. We have 2 different fights. Xset and Jailings on the
I'm doing good. I can't complain. Chilling, watching some ALGS.
It's so open in the water. And my question is someone going to make a move?
I'm doing good on this good Saturday.
They certainly should. At this point in the game, you know that's
Trying to see what I'm going to eat today. I don't know what I want to eat.
Have that idea, but Xset are watching over it. But it's Go Next that pull the trigger first. That's happened so often during the course of this match, but they're split. And with a horizon low, they're going to have to wait to group up. It's one member of Go Next on the island, 1 foot in the mud, and Xset hold on to the high ground for as long as possible. They are playing to gather as much KP as they can.
FC Destroy, Nocturnal's gonna be the last one standing to take that out there. So now we have to focus on the 3 squads remaining. Xset, you can see 1 player is trying to step foot on the island as well. That's gonna be Noct, the IG himself. Good catwall. So
what you been? How was your week? You had a good week? Ooh.
To be in. So often the IGL's job is
I need Xset to clutch this out.
He doesn't have any. He's low ground and is relying on Sykes and Fun.
Got my drops, baby. I know.
J-Links, who have once again, by the way,
I had pasta last week.
now have the unenviable task of having to push forward and contest for a second place.
I'm trying to drop these pounds and pasta. Me and pasta and the pounds don't work together. I might get me a salad from Chick-fil-A. I need to go get some groceries.
If they can take the win and get the full placement points on this, it's going to be the game they need.
We're going to be running low on munitions for a lot of squads. There's not a whole lot left in this zone.
It's almost the same with the pasta sauce, yeah.
Closes, and J-Lings even are conserving meds as we speak.
Journey said she don't like spaghetti no more. I meant to tell you that because I was going to cook it the other night and she was like, yeah, I don't like spaghetti. She was like, after eating several pastas, I've understood that's the worst one. She said she don't like spaghetti no more. I was like, I could see that, which I don't cook it a lot, so I can't see. She not burned out on it because it ain't like I cook spaghetti every day or every week. Yeah.
There are 7 of the 10 Emil teams.
And I was like, I could see that because
2 of them have made it to the top 3.
An important stall tactic for these squads. We're going to try and pull a Fnatic now. J-Links take to the sky. Everybody shooting at them. We'll see if this ends up being like Fnatic's play from earlier when they dropped down, but instead they're going to make it up to the apex of the jump. Xset now fighting just up against Go Next is off in the distance. J-Lings are still trying to stall. Go Next know they have to fight Xset. They're saying
all right now.
And Xset have just as clear of an idea. Trying to
all right now, Fun. Come on, baby. Shoot your motherfucking gun, baby.
Next as a duo are still sandwiched, and they will go down soon.
Good seer exhibit there, and now they just need to keep pushing forward.
J-Lings, though, they got this.
JMW is also going to get a piece of Go Next. 2 squads remaining. J-Links versus Xset. Who will come on top? They made the push.
He cracked one. The fucking wall. Come on, Fun. Get back in there, baby.
Should be able to suppress the fights here while they are waiting, but J-Links still has all.
Come on, Fun. Hit him from the back, baby. Hit him from the back, baby. Come on. Damn, no. I thought Xset would have had that. Oh, I figured the J-Lings was going to win it only because they were coming in for the third party pretty much. They were coming in for their third party. I heard I Am wants to cook it, and we do. When you bring home that bag and that highlight in the magazine, I've been promoting every day. Every day I be like, hey y'all, let's go vote. Let's go vote. Everybody go vote. So I've been promoting for you, baby. We gonna get you that. We gonna get you that. I promise you. We working over here. Okay, it's a whole lot of I Am shit. We trying to help you out, baby. I fed them groceries. Hey, listen, you might as well eat out at the rate the groceries cost. You hear me? Like, I hate going in. Like, I already didn't like going grocery shopping. Like, it was already like, goddamn, I gotta go get some groceries because I don't like going to the store. So then, we started ordering shit, especially when COVID was out. We got in the habit of just ordering the groceries, either delivery or pickup. But now I don't want to do neither one of them motherfuckers. It's like, shit, at least 300. That's at least 300. Like, fuck.
J-Lings learning other teams' tendencies, learning what sorts of zones are pulling in this playoffs. They do change from time to time. Have had a
nasty Instacart.
But this Valkyrie ult, as we mentioned, a game changer for them, allowing a relatively safe rotation to ultimately be.
And who is voting? Yeah, we definitely been pulling up and voting for you every day. I be like, all right, y'all, I think my time is about my time because sometimes I be a little early on my votes. And then I be like, okay, I can vote y'all now. I've been spamming your links, baby. We trying to keep it at that first place. You've been first in every round. So, is this the last round, Chef?
Take a good chunk of damage on that Valkyrie, but it's so different taking it here in end game because if you do it early game, people probably have a lot of snipers, a lot of charge rifles, and that was the biggest issue when in a Valkyrie. But as JMW swings and starts picking up all that damage, 1,300 damage though for one elimination, that just goes to show you how much they were poking and prodding throughout the whole thing.
And I want to give credit to Noise this year, an incredible IGL for J-Lings, but what's really of note to me in
J-Lings did that. They came in right in time.
Commits with the rest of the squad, half HP. just to get those extra kills, just to put them above XZ, and it nets them a 17-point finish. But XZ, kill participation meaning a lot for them, manages to catch and even overtake
They
them.
got second. Come on now.
Look, they did exactly what they needed to do there. Go next with 16. Mia, though, in the top 3. They're doing really well. FC Destroy, they had a really great position early on and a quick rotation at that.
Start and midnight. If y'all don't stop it, both of y'all.
Sorry, but Fire Beavers hitting double
Especially
digits
you.
and
Come sit down.
They were looking so good, and 3 of those.
Yeah, XA did good. They did. They really did.
Pioneers as well land themselves in the top 10 after only our first game. We saw the good vibes early, and even before that, we've got the privilege of looking at the in-game chat as our players prepare from game to game. XZ were taking a while, calming themselves down, breathing. One breath in, one breath out. That was all Fun was typing for quite a long time. It's clearly working.
Y'all haven't checked the announcements in the Discord. Make sure y'all check the announcements for me.
Tropic, though, 6 eliminations, although they're on the bottom half of this. That is Ascend contest. I mean, hey, I don't want to say anything, but Ascend's got to come back ready for vengeance. And just above this in 10th place, Element 6 had, I believe, 6 or 8 eliminations. So still very impressive.
Nicole.
We mentioned it. North Eption's tactic not quite working out in the same way that they would have imagined. But the nice thing is, if you are a North Eption fan watching from home, or
that one got
even
disabled
here in the
too.
arena, that the zones are going to continue to change, and Storm Point more often than not should favor North Eption style.
And I think it's just the word because of the brand.
So far, and I think that would be really interesting. But we're going to cut to a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have match number 2.
Champion.
No, I think I know what it is.
Okay. I was thinking champion because it was a brand. It's. Oh. Let me see. Why is it making me sign into Facebook again? It's been doing just fine. Oh, yep, I got my vote in for the day. Okay, I didn't know if it was time or not.
The official storage partner of the Apex Legends Global Series.
All right, Copper Box Arena. We are here in London. It's the Split 2 playoffs. We've already seen match number 1 go to J-Lings, but who can step it up here for map number 2? I'm gonna need you guys to make some noise.
J-Lings fans, after going off last match, we've still got.
That's the link right there, y'all. If y'all haven't used your vote for the day, go ahead and tap your vote real quick for Chef. Y'all already know the vibes. We've been doing this every day, literally.
But it was interesting to see both Ascend and Element 6 grouping up.
Trying to see you win, baby, for the I Am gang.
It's one of those exercises
yeah.
when you're really trying to all get on the same page.
We out here in all different, doing different things. You know what I'm saying? I gotta wait 5 hours to vote. Okay. We're gonna do a giveaway too, a sub giveaway in the Discord. Let me see what I want to give away from Logitech.
Yes. After the initial split, they've grouped up on the building that actually
Let me
previously
see.
claimed their lives, and in my mind, this is a much better
We could
look
do a
for
giveaway.
Ascent managed to back off. We're effectively splitting the POI, but we're continuing to pick up ARs, SMGs, suggesting to me that we're still looking for a contest at least over the next couple of seconds while both teams decide what they want to do. And Tropic largely have started moving away, and it seems like this is the POI split, not of their dreams, but at least not of Ascend's nightmares.
Yeah, but I was talking to Sabs back in the green room, and we were talking about the potential things and ways this contest could go. She's like, it could go either split 50-50. You could force one that would essentially just grab a bunch of really good loot and drop down off the high ground, loot through the buildings, and begin rotating in. And it's not necessarily a bad call because, yes, while I asked for a lightning rod zone, it's not quite there, but we're starting to move a little bit further into that direction. And if you're 100 Thieves and you land Command Center, this is where you want it to be.
And if you're a Northeption fan, I'm going to say very much the same thing. Being able to now abuse the high ground advantage that they should have coming into the zone late should be a lot better. They're going to start at the IMC Armory, but we'll check in with them over the next couple of minutes, probably around 10 minutes realistically, because that's how long Northeption takes to rotate in. J-Lings, however, they from High Point have managed to use the tallest and only balloon on Storm Point and make their way over towards Stormcatcher. They're going to be playing over by the low ground in what we're expecting to be a Stormcatcher, say, Command Center zone.
Ooh, and J-Lings, who lands High Point, they've already rotated down so much further south than 100 Thieves, than Complexity and Blackhand. And if they can keep up these great zone calls, they've already positioned themselves here, and they're just south of Stormcatcher. And this is a really solid position. And with the Watson to be able to fence off these corridors, they can even scout with Noise's crypto drone.
You really got to trust J-Lings in the game plan that they've put together. Now, FaZe in a not so dissimilar position. There's an interesting thing that develops with
Just voted. Like yep. Okay, bet. Appreciate you, Zuki. Thank you. I am for life, baby. You already know the vibes. You already know it. Often imitated, but never duplicated, okay? That's the motto, baby. A whole lot of I am shit. I love the community we done built for real. Over the last 5 years, it's been nothing but love, support. Hey, if ain't nobody got us, we got us. Damn. Damn. Damn, Pioneers out.
Pioneers, they're going to take an early exit here in the lobby. A beautiful reset here, and they're going to have all of the loot from Pioneers.
The vibes from KCP a little bit too high there. It's a disrespectful rotate to take when you know that other teams should be rotating, and 100 Thieves will have heard all that go down and went, good luck to you, because we managed to get here first. Naked, very happy with what they've picked up so far. Can still play this area of the map for a little bit more of a slow entrance, and it doesn't seem like they're too interested in playing zone at the moment since they would have to pass by 100 Thieves to do it. They'll have a Catalyst ultimate back soon with the excels that they're popping, and once the Dark Veil is back up, then they'll be able to make their moves into South Stormcatcher.
Ooh, that's exactly what you need. I had spoken to Naked, the team. They were talking about what their goal was for the LAN here, and it was all about consistent points. And so far, they have
Avante, how you doing?
Closer to Championship Sunday.
It's worked really well, and Naked start moving up the hill, seeing if they can find a different angle in. This is not going to be
good afternoon. What you say? Greetings and salutations. That's your shit. Yeah. How you doing, baby?
The gatekeep squads coming from the east, and there are plenty. In fact, it's going to be Riddle and Ascend that are approaching from the east in due time as Ascend are starting up an armory, and Riddle, they've certainly spotted it out. I suspect this is going to be an engagement pretty darn soon, as armory should be opening at the conclusion of the next few seconds.
You know, sometimes there's nothing more fun than just perching up on top of an IMC armory, except when Kashera has a Sheila in his hand just on the inside waiting for it to open. Yukio's like, you know, I've got my Bangalore ult, I've got a couple arc stars, but that Sheila, it sings.
Bloodhound scan for information on demand. We've got a Rise Q to interrupt them as well.
What?
Unfortunately, Kashera just gets deleted. It's like he evaporates
Damn.
leaving the IMC Armory, and Riddle, completely unfazed by the team that emerged in front of them, are going to let Lufka go, but
Look, he's stuttering. He sound like Rick over there.
Mia K, what are you doing? That looked so like it would have went so much different from Ascend's POV, but they were prepped and ready with the perfect angles. It's like they had anticipated exactly where.
He over there sounding like Slick Rick.
Watching that happen as well, because
but they do got a Loba.
They were the challenger circuit that originally innovated on Horizon Rampart before Horizon got, I'll say, touched up to make her a little bit less accurate and her allies a little bit less accurate.
He ain't got but 2
syringes. That was the terror of the tier 2 scene in EMEA, and Ascend tried to use it there to not so great effect, but there's always next time. Fortunately, take a look. Their composition
is it a crafter back there?
So it's not all over for them.
Not all over, and Lufka is going to go on the revenge tour, but it's interesting enough, Riddle is still here at the IMC Armory, and if Lufka does decide to maybe come back in that way, they'll still be nearby, and even Optic Gaming is still in zone, kind of mirroring what we would typically see from Fire Beavers in Northeption.
And Northeption, classic rotation in, stalling things out for as long as possible. Important to note, Taida swapping over to the Horizon for their Storm Point games, for their elimination bracket games. This is not the Newcastle
there go that combo, Nim problem.
Teams by storm. I did want to make sure that we got a look at Entropic as well, because we're keeping track of both sides of this checkpoint contest. Entropic, they're also making a rotate in, a slow one albeit, but one that mirrors their EMEA regular season as they move through Cascade Falls, where they would have had a beacon scan available to them were they running something like Catalyst. Since they're contesting and have chosen to run Bangalore Horizon instead, they don't have that option.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough. We get another look at where that zone is pulling, and J-Lings is looking pretty accurate once again. FaZe there to join him, as well as 100 Thieves and Xset. Blackhand seems pretty accurate on the zone calls, but it's being able to defend your position in the zone, because you talked about it earlier in map number 1. Just because this is a good spot doesn't mean it's a great spot now. It will not simply be playable, and that's going to be one of those tough areas to get into.
I have to agree with you, and I like that you bring it up. It's nice to hear my own words echoed back at me and go, oh yeah, I did say that.
Okay, I think it's good to go now, Nicole, because it ain't sending that disabled message right after.
Now and then 100 Thieves, they
I like that one though. That's cute.
A spot that is going to age well. It's going to age even better when we get the chance to check in on where the ring is going. But first, we got to see how Optic Gaming survived this engagement.
I can't believe we're saying names like Optic Gaming here.
I know, it is wild that Optic have found themselves in the elimination bracket. We said it so often. I remember saying it with Furious so many times today, but at the end of the day, you've got to be able to turn it on when it counts the most, and this is Optic Gaming's most important match of the season. They have to make it through into the finals because they've got legacies to defend. Playing on the roof, Skynades are connecting. Noct misses almost all of his shields in this engagement, but their access to the high ground, their priority on it, keeps them safe for now.
Well, they may be safe for now, but you know they're not going to want to necessarily let this go. They're just outside the zone, and with 30 seconds on the clock, let's jump in with a listen in and see how they approach this.
Good hold. Jumping off. Jesus Christ. Great.
Hemlock.
Okay.
You gonna grab it?
I'm gonna grab it, yeah. I'm gonna drop my scout. Bunch of good attachments.
Could be teams like holding.
I got a digi too.
Nice.
Fucking juiced.
Yeah, hearing shots. You guys are hearing that.
Well, Optic, they're going to disengage from that and work towards their rotation through Command Center. We do know there is a team that is trying to hold this area, and that is going to be...
No, I do want that.
They will. Optic slow rotates for now. We heard them. Silence is golden, making their way through. You know that all is well, but I'm glad that we get the chance to bring up the map and Northeption's position in it, because their approach taking the
what up, Quee? Hello.
has worked out for of him. High ground
Good
is
afternoon.
theirs, but taking a look at the map, they've got that much further to come, and now a high variation lobby to contend with. Most teams would have been approaching from the south if this pulled a little further up, but now with so many squads crowded into Stormcatcher, they're going to have to fight their way through more than half the lobby.
They are going to have a few things that they can play off of. There's some supply bins ahead of them, a couple trucks, a fence lines, but you saw the charge rifle beams coming in towards them. It's going to be rather difficult
Meals.
for them
I'm like,
because
what
if
was the
anyone's on
meals
that
at?
super high
Shit.
ground Stormcatcher, which there most definitely is, you will be in that line of sight as you work towards that. But Onyx Esports have moved to the underside of this, focus of attention coming out, a little bit of an information gathering, not necessarily something utilized to push right now.
Much like the Riddle optic engage as well, it's not to the benefit of either squad to take this engage if there's not a knock. It is Onyx that's in more danger as there are a lot more angles that they can be peeked at from. But a quick scan does reveal one slightly mispositioned member of Go Next, the squad that was playing out of the low ground originally, and that now will have to move alongside Onyx. This is where things can get tricky when two squads have to move from the same place at the same time. We see it a lot in end games, we saw it over in Skyhook, and now we're going to get a taste of it down here in Lagoon.
Doctors immediately punished, trying to find an angle and loses 75 HP, forced to go ahead and hit the Phoenix kit. Has plenty of time, but they will have to move in just a minute 28 seconds. And if you think about it this way, we're about to have round 3 closing. We have 19 squads remaining. We will most definitely go from 19 to less than 10 in a blink of an eye.
Go Next are actually getting really antsy. You can tell in Slab's positioning that they want to take this fight, but simply don't have a way to do it. Time is of the essence, especially as more squads can start rotating through the south, and Go Next's attention has already been drawn. Riddle have started making their move, and they know, just watching from a distance, there are 2 squads here. They may very well wait until the fight kicks off, but even behind them, Riddle have spotted yet more teams rotating. Fire Beavers go up against Entropic. There are trades. Riddle can third party tip. Let's find out how it goes.
Boy Rain throwing down Yarka fold, and now Riddle, they want to sandwich in on Entropic, and they were performing so incredibly well. They're going to go ahead and drop a Moby down, looking for a little bit of cover and maybe a slight distraction because Taskmaster has not been fooled yet. They're just jumping around looking for cover, but look at Yushako. He's pushing up straight. He's trying to finish Fire Beaver so he can focus on Riddle.
He'd really like to stay alive.
Hey, Riddle is out here doing a damn thing, Vontae.
Yushako being the last to fall. They're going to get set back once more. Their
Got Nate.
not going as they
Got Nate.
imagined. Now Riddle's being pushed from the high ground, however. Fire Beavers look large
Oh,
and in charge,
shit.
but Impulse is down. Taskmaster is out, and Riddle still have 2, and Fire Beavers.
Riddle is, hey, listen.
Oh my gosh,
Riddle is not playing no games. What you been up to, Quick Wee?
But they are looking so good. It's crazy that we're seeing here in the elimination round, but this is
Not inside her food box. Rose been on some shit, ain't she?
Onyx just on the low ground of this situation. Go Next has been itching to get in on this engagement. Good Dark Veil. They've already got a crack on the catalyst, and peep that, a knock on Fussy.
And through the creeping barrage as well, it should be the nail in the coffin for Onyx. But Go Next find themselves with a third party, Riddle, who we knew were going to make this southern rotation, now have managed to find yet another knock. And Onyx and Go Next run for the hills in separate directions, leaving Doctors for dead. It'll be a creeping barrage that picks up another full thirst this time around, and Riddle get to keep on moving forward. One of our only squads to be running Bloodhound. They are using it so pristinely, and now giving Tappy the chance to flank around. Onyx will end up going down.
6 eliminations make that 7 with 16 squads remaining. I cannot.
Okay, Monsoon, I see you in the kill feed, baby. Come on now, Complexity. Hey, they gonna have to Riddle, baby. Rose looking for Jack and this.
どこ下かオッケーオッケーレイジあるから見てるいやでも右の岩にいる右の岩にいるゆっくりゆっくりグレーあるならグレー入れてもうないもうない
It sounds so calm.
消えた
Oh shit. Damn. Hey, Riddle is coming to play. You hear me? Yeah, I'm about to say it don't take them long to potty train or litter train, litter box train. It don't take them that long. Hey, they trying to get all the points, baby. All the KP.
ちょっと待って。プッシュ、プッシュ、プッシュ。
They're fighting straight forward. They keep on pushing. They want to see who is ahead of them. They know Dreamfire is over there, and they know that they're also getting pressured from the side. Let's go ahead and hear from Dreamfire for their perspective.
我打得快，打得快，打得快，再吃一个，再吃一个。我他妈吃3本了，吃3本了，第3本了，受不了。丢给他，给他推了，他妈逼操他妈的。
Hey, Dreamfire ain't too calm.
大90，大90，现在掉吧。
They ain't too calm, baby. Flesh, flesh. Hey, Complexity got eliminated. No. Ooh, somebody got hit with a Kraber. Shit. Hey, they is yelling now. They ain't calm as the other ones was. Cracked them. Cracked them. Yep, call it out. Bit down, did, okay, translate, baby. Yeah, big translator. Yep, he told him, go and put that wall up. Get that shield swap. Ooh, that storm biting whoever that is. Okay, Dreamfire. Hey, it's a big. I am the translator. You, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Taking down North Epshik, carrying forward because there's so many teams still outside the zone on the southern side. So many things are going down. We have a Sen that finally, unfortunately,
100 Thieves still in there. Look at Faye. Oh, Faye's still in there. Okay.
To their name. You can see the teams remaining on the right-hand side.
Okay, X's still in there.
First place position.
Okay, X's.
Another squad. Terrors of the low ground. They're still placed right next to Riddle Order. These
No, I'll be translating out here.
each other, sandwiching
My video hit 100. It's like at 104K with me and the Mexican lady in Cancun. And somebody commented and was like, not my tier on IG, but I don't know if they was playing or not. They ain't respond back because I was like, wait, for real? Because, baby, Tia, they Tia was messed up, baby.
And then immediately drops down to play this area. It can be a tough area to hold, but you have the
Yeah, FaZe got the high ground.
And as FaZe is utilizing this as well, but checking
Oh, Optic gaming in there? Okay.
The reinforced door, they were fenced in by a Watson on the outside, though.
This is a survivable position for Optic, not necessarily in the long run, though. It will just be for the next zone close, as some teams say, like Blackhand, like Xset.
Blackhand got a good spot here. They high ground.
Xset on the low ground and keeping their eyes on Optic.
But they gonna have to drop down, and so it's gonna be Blackhand and Optic fighting.
But both teams, all three teams, in fact, will have to move down to the south and into the
FaZe and 100 Thieves both up high. Xset, oh, Xset down right there. Oh, shit.
Dreamfire are pushing FaZe.
Yeah, but so is Naked. Naked is moving in, but Dreamfire, they are going to be able to sandwich them perfectly.
Ooh, good shots.
Throwing it all down. Snipe is going to get
Damn, them grenades. Snipe down, okay. Snipe down, Nim was doing what it needs to do.
Riddle are starting to come up behind them. They were sitting on knockdown shields with Yukio and Mia K just across the
Optic out.
wall about to fall. Dreamfire are on their last
Dreamfire, yeah. That's fucked up because they got to fight that hot getting up. Okay, Riddle.
FaZe are on the ropes with Digis through the smoke. Riddle Order are in charge of this engagement. Bloodhound still in their
Snipe down. Ooh, snipe down hurt.
Thieves are coming up behind Riddle.
Okay, he got that med kit off.
The catalyst wall drops, and it's Riddle's time to play two sides of the fight.
I know we were talking about effect early on with Alliance being the Grim Reaper, but I'm starting to think that Mia K is taking that place. This trio of Riddle Order is so synergetic, and Yukio is dealing significant damage.
Hey, Mel. How you doing, baby? Woo!
Ammo, but it doesn't matter because the Prowler will drop you in less than 4 bursts.
Damn, no.
Scarwe able to keep the squad alive for now. Backslot drops, however, and it's just up to Scarwe, just up to the horizon, shooting through knockdown shields.
There you go. Reload that Prowler, baby.
Only 7 teams left. We got time for this fight.
Oh, shit. Xset and 100 Thieves got eliminated at the same time because Blackhand was on that high ground. Woo! He played the fuck out of them knockdowns. Oh my gosh.
And are making their way through the corridors, trying to take on J-Lings.
And they literally just walk up to J-Lings and take two of them out. We've still got, I believe, one member of J-Lings left, but that's down on the low ground, and that not even
Damn, good. Woo. Hey, he played the fuck out of them knockdowns, baby. They had him covered. You hear me? I'm up here making the movements like y'all can see me. They had them covered.
Oh, but Yukio.
Yep, you having that high ground. If you lose and you got high ground, then that's just kind of fucked up. But I mean, it happens. It definitely happens.
A full 3-stack, but just before Naked has been eliminated. But Boogie here going straight on in, looking to get some opening damage, but the Dark Veil is coming out.
Riddle Order have already suffered losses.
All right, Big Watson.
Third party as the fight finishes. No squads have dropped yet, but Black Hand take on FaZe nonetheless.
Snipe down. FaZe is out of there. Oh shit. Get that shield swap. Let's fucking go, Black Hand. Hey, let's go. Look, he gonna pick his little. He little. Oh my gosh, he's so little. Let's go. Oh, okay. It must be in your night. Hello, heaven, the nightgown. Very much in the nightgown, baby. Oh, he's so little. Look, he's little too. Oh my gosh, they must be young. They gotta be young.
To Riddle as well, who owned that low ground and made some amazing macro movements in order to take out a lot of squads, get themselves a lot of KP, and in all likelihood, actually managed to beat out Blackhand in some ways.
It's really impressive. And Boogie on the Watson, you know, they jump in and try to go for that position that J-Lings has. And even though J-Lings also has the Watson and has the fenced up corridor with the Jenny up, oh, come on, get the hype up for Riddle. Yeah, you should see just how many eliminations they had. They were on a path of destruction. There's the signs. We love to see it.
I'm going into the crowd tomorrow, and I'm cheering for Riddle.
Where can we get a sign?
Yeah,
please, come on,
that's
sign
what I'm
us up.
doing in my off time. They had me from the moment we hit the dance moves in the first game, and they've continued to impress us since then. Incredible games for them after the course of just these 2 maps on Stormpoint. We are going to be moving into our third, however. Before we do, let's take a look at how that went down, because Black Hand pulled an illegal maneuver here.
They instantly throw a frag, and it got sucked up by the Jenny, and that's fine. Easy Flash went down, and Boogie just keeps on peeking. They keep trading out. They're able to play the knockdown, though, which keeps them just out of sight of J-Lings.
And this is a mistake from J-Lings. Allowing Blackhand to walk up to you, taking as little damage as they did, is a critical error, but Blackhand being able to punish it means so much for them, because it's a reset in what is a nigh-on unpushable location, or rather, as it should have been. They have all the time in the world to reset, pick up whatever weapons, ammunition, as we've been noting, that has been going so low that they like, and then push out, finishing, or rather watching one member of Naked be finished, and then walking straight into a third party. This was a beautiful end game for them.
Yeah, you've got Easy Flash smoking forward, covering their rotation around the gravity cannon. You have another Dark Veil from the enemy team actually isolating off their left-hand side, so no one's gonna push them from that. Boogie just hops up and says, hello, we've got this.
And the whole idea from FaZe off of that Dark Veil that you...
Candy, you might want to check DC. I'm finna block him.
Party, but they don't expect the Blackhand to take
I already told him.
Rotate all the way around the gravity cannon, and it makes it so simple for Blackhand to walk in, take a few kills, and pick up their first win in this round.
Very, very impressive, let me just say. And let's check out those stats. We got Easy Flash here. Oh my gosh, 7 eliminations, 1,400 damage, but Strafing and Boogie, they're doing a chunk of damage themselves. It was a team play here.
A total of 12 kills on top of the 12 points that they're going to get for a win means that Blackhand should, at the end of the day, be securing themselves a spot in tomorrow's matches, because a win so often is all it takes.
That is true. I know we saw earlier in the winner's bracket that cutoff was just around...
I'm about to say what I'm looking for. He better delete it.
You have to think about at least securing one of the wins in
importantly, now Bandit Box is checked for Black Hand, our third place team coming out of APAC. They've looked so incredible, and they're lucky to be representing APAC South on this level. Riddle's still coming up behind them though, and as I said, even surpassing them in some ways, because a 25-point finish after finishing off 16 kills. We saw 15.
Damn, Riddle was fucking shit up.
I mean,
16 kills?
More than 5 squads. Riddle Order, you did everything that you needed to do. I know that when we were talking back, when you were still in the regular season prepping for the regional finals of APAC North, you were like, we had to change so many things up. And hey, obviously it is paying off. Cutting on over to the back half of this with the 11th through 20th places, Entropic, Ascent. I think this
Welcome in those on TikTok. Welcome, welcome. We over here watching the ALGS on Twitch.
The ones that I wanted to highlight. This has been really difficult for them. Northeption equally struggling. Let's actually take a look at how this is turning out in the series results and how it's impacted what is now just 4 games left that these folks have to play. Dreamfire currently the cutoff with 10 points, and after a miraculous amount of kills last game, it's managed to keep them just barely ahead of Element 6 with 9.
I mean, this is insane. Look how many points are on the back half of the board, because so many points have been soaked up in the top 5 that everyone's just kind of scavenging for any kind of elimination that they can get. The fact is, 10 points is what gets you to the top 10. Anyone from the right side on the screen could just have a banger match and immediately throw themselves up the leaderboard, and this is just after 2 matches.
And it is real nice to see teams like Go Next up here as well, because they are sat solidly in the middle of the top 10, and I need to give these folks some love, because Go Next, as we've pointed out, barely made it here. They were the 10th place squad out of EMEA. They have innovated on the international stage and absolutely defied the expectations of this entire region.
All right, guys, well, that's the series results, but Blaze, I know you've got a special someone down there with RKN to talk to.
I got you, Tiff. I got the mastermind of Sentinels with me in the crowd. It's RKN, our fellow talent desk member right now. Give it up for him, everybody. Now, RKN, as we are in an elimination bracket round 2 finals, we see a lot of teams here. Is there any surprises that you're seeing right now that you don't think should be here?
Yeah, I mean, if we look back at last LAN event, we have Ascend, we have Onyx, we have XZ, we have E6. These are 4 teams that came top 10 at the last event. You wouldn't have expected to find them in this situation.
Yeah, and this is a situation they want to be in, but hey, we'll see if they can turn around and get back there to that match point finals tomorrow. But when it comes down to the 2 games we've already watched, who do you think has an upper hand right here to make it to that match point finals tomorrow?
I mean, these APAC North teams are looking strong.
They are looking strong.
Oh shit, I looked up and thought that was Mr. Beast.
Fans in the building right now? I think we do. Where the Dreamfire fans out there? They down there. Okay, they down there right now. But when it comes down to that, you know, we know that these teams, they need to perform well. Now, who do you want to see pop off here going into this next matchup?
Yeah, I mean, we got a few teams, but I'm really looking at Complexity over there. They've been having a hard run at it. They're looking a lot stronger. I'm really hoping that they pull through.
After a while, I'll be like, nah, get that cam off of me.
That's never a situation you want to be in, especially in elimination.
I thought, I was looking down.
Obviously, man, I just want to see some APAC North representation on the LAN stage.
You know what? I'm with you with that as well, okay? And we're about to find out who is going to go for it. Now, let us know in the chat and let us know in the crowd who you think is going to make it on over towards those match point finals tomorrow. But it's time to throw it on over to Tiff and Dia to get this thing going again.
Thank you so much, Blaze, RKN. Great thoughts out of you. Thank you so much for being here and helping out on the desk all weekend. You've been nothing, I mean, actually impressive. Nothing but impressive. That's what I'm trying to say
nothing there. Nothing but I understand. Yeah. It was the awkward pause after nothing.
Story of my life. I'm just trolling him. Let me know. I mean, I treat him like a little brother at this point.
I like that we're getting to see some shots of the E6 fans. You guys have been extraordinarily vocal, and we know that E6 appreciate it. We just heard them giving a little cheer themselves because E6 absolutely need to get it together. Swinny knows it. Slayers knows it as well. Unusually nervous on the first day, but he is pulling it together.
he is pulling it together. I told him, we was talking about it on the timeline, he was like, look, you know, it is all or nothing here. But I was like, you have so much support. You have an entire crowd section out there cheering you on, ready to see you make it to the championship Sunday.
What you been up to today, Mel?
We have one last game of Storm Point on the horizon. After this, it's all World's Edge all the time. Let's jump into a listen-in with Ascent to see how they take this contest.
All right. And I am definitely faster.
Yeah, then we went to the door, right?
Yeah.
All of them. No guns yet.
You're out. I have a balloon and a scout.
I
have wingman. Should we stay here and hold? I have wingman only. Bottom cast for the gun, okay?
One of them, they're getting space. Like, post, do you have anything there?
Yeah, I'm going to you guys.
Okay, I'm going back to you, Cash. I'm on roof, Cash, they are nading.
The Cash went back,
Can we take the roof?
They smoke.
How much for your ulti, post? Lufka?
See them? You see them?
No.
They smoke. I think they're getting the.
How much for your ulti?
I'm gonna ult.
I think we just go backwards like that.
All right, and Tropic, as called out by Ascend even, have chosen to take to the low ground once again. They're avoiding the contest that, as you said, was detrimental.
Nothing, went to the store. That's about it. Might hop on Apex later.
Here on Storm Point, they'll continue to pick up even more loot bins on the way, and honestly,
I need to go to the store, but I'm gonna eat me a salad right now.
by taking this play into their hands and going, we're out of here already, you can't even see us, they're getting more loot out of Checkpoint than Ascend will. They're going to leave Ascend crippled once more in terms of their economy, and more than likely, Ascend are going to have to move up to the north and take the IMC.
That is going to be really tough, and they were able to take all three buildings, but we get a good look at where this zone is pulling. Can we talk about Dreamfire? They are getting a significant pull. They have ample time to set up in fish farms, and you know just how hard it is to get into that zone specifically late game because of all the open space, all of the water, and those buildings will fill up fast. FaZe has already made their way down from Launchpad, and Blackhand Complexity, they are not far behind them.
Yeah, they're the other big team that benefits from this, especially with the split landing. One member of FaZe popping down to
this map is good for
the eastern end of Fish Farm.
I would say this map is good for rank and like ALGS. Other than that, like pubs, I don't like playing it on pubs.
In as well. Fish Farms difficult to get into, especially when it pulls out into the open space. We saw Jailings pull this off previously, and Jailings notably aren't here yet. In fact,
but I can see why it's good.
And I want to get your thoughts on this because we've seen this similar zone already here at the Split 2 playoffs. However, it encompassed more of the back island on Fish Farms. This has a lot more launch pad in it, and it has the ability to pull straight north into Launchpad. That I have seen before.
For that reason, I really wouldn't mind it if XZ stopped themselves on their pathway now and chose to put up over in, say, by the gravity cannon or the high ground by Launchpad. We've seen very similar positions work well for them before over in North Pad in the North American Pro League, and they've got the opportunity to do that, take their time on the rotation in. Kansas City Pioneers, however, in their approach from the south through Gale Station,
I swear I got a dub like, yeah, because on pubs it take forever. It take forever on pubs. Like you can't find nobody.
This all the safer as they want to be one of the first 10 teams in the zone.
And here we go, coming down from the skies, looking for free space in this zone. They've pinged that back building, but they're going to go for the pools. But oh my gosh, Serdell, watch your head there, buddy. Just able to duck into a pool and get into cover with nick of time. Realize being the ones that are doing the damage.
That one really hurts, but fortunately,
I be running around 10 years trying to find somebody. When I do, I get sniped. Hello.
Those meds, importantly, are going to be a determining factor. They're not running something like a crypto to make their peaks. Oh no! Jailings try and make the early rotation, but they're taken out of the sky by Complexity.
Did I not say early game Valk rotations and a charge rifle do not mix? And now Jailings, who have had perfect rotations there, but look at that, they're able to get him back.
We res
what?
in Oob. We
res in Oob?
I mean, it's cool. I don't know if it's gonna save you from complexity though, because another knock has come through. Noises full thirsted now, and J-Lings' early rotation is cut short. RKN in the crowd in the break between games 2 and 3 said he wanted to see complexity show up. They're starting to do that in the early game, and they are not tunnel visioning either, refocusing up onto the high ground.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about complexity real quick, because I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are familiar with Monsoon. He was on the desk with us at Split 1 playoffs, but Luda and Cody were playing with ESA at that time. This team has grouped up together as complexity and have been attacking the Split 2 by storm.
And the wonderful thing about it is that all three of these players are really, as we so often say, I think, in international competition, wonderful mechanical talents, but for Cody and Luda, that's their focus. It's always been about getting them in with Monsoon. FaZe, they're backed up by another strong IGL, leading two big gunners, but realize, unfortunately, having come head-to-head with that, have to disengage through the Trident. I said drive safe earlier, Tiff.
Obviously, man, that is going to be a tough recovery. Not going to be
Damn,
able to get
FaZe,
the
man.
because there's no way you can infiltrate back into this. Your best
Take
bet
this for
is to
okay.
play your life. 20 squads remaining here. This is going to be infinite. Like, but it's the crypto that gets out. He can fly it right in there. Oh my gosh! Open up a door and do a little bit of drone racing.
He can. He theoretically can.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
XZ aren't going to let it happen. They're not the ones to pick up the kill. FC Destroy do that, but with another squad eliminated, everyone remaining wins. And XZ, wisely, as we talked about earlier, have stopped their rotation short of entering into fish farms, gambling on whether this will pull up towards launch pad or not. They own the high ground, the gravity cannon, an extraordinarily easily defensible area, and with a decent bit of range as well, XZ could have a big game here.
They need this, right? I had the chance to sit down with Nocturnal early on, and let me just tell you, Hodzic, every time we look at Nock, is just back there, hand on the chin, judging and watching and waiting. And Nock in his interview specifically said he credits a lot of his development to Hodzic. And more importantly, it's almost like Hodzic has an inner monologue in Nock's mind, and he's constantly thinking, what about Hodzic? What would he do here? What would he have told us to improve? And, you know, I think Hodzic's going to respect this positioning, because I even like this a lot, in case it does pull back to launch.
Yeah, it's worked really well for them so far, and XZ, even though they haven't been picking up the wins so far, have been placing consistently pretty darn high, picking up a few kills here and there, and that's what this lobby is about. In the elimination bracket, it's not about getting first place, it's about getting at least 10th. And XZ have a healthy boundary between them and 10th.
People need to getting in those cars. Baby, I do not fuck around.
Reasonably comfortable with heading into the second
I do not fuck around with them cars.
Complexity don't have that. No. Complexity's Storm Point needs to finish off with a bang. They only started off with the 1 kill, but their move over towards the east pulls to a much less likely style of zone. We have actually seen it end where Complexity are before.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn. I be telling people that all the time. I'm like, the best way to learn and get better as Apex is watching the pros play. Especially if they playing like the legends that you want to play. That's the best way to learn, I swear.
On the day, 12th place right here. They need to pick up as many eliminations as possible. I know just how sad they were when they did not make the finals in Split 1 playoffs, and they do not want to go through a repeat of that.
It always amazes me, though, checking in with teams like 100 Thieves, and we talked about them earlier, KCP, how IGLs can completely change how it feels to be in this position in a tournament. 100 Thieves may not be feeling all that great right now. Neither must KCP, but their IGLs, importantly, and in very different ways, keep them playing at the top of their game. So often, Nasky does it by keeping the vibes high, and Onmu, increasingly, as the game goes on, is able to pick up more things off of his teammates' plates. He doesn't rely on them to do things themselves. When we get into stressful situations like this, he's more willing to, I hesitate to say micromanage, but make sure that they're aware of the possible challenges the squad is coming up against.
That's so interesting, because every time I hear from him, he tries to say something different as well, because he wants his teammates to be able to think and play for themselves. But in those stressful situations, being able to lock in and have your teammates trust you, it is important. And we do love a good ooh play. North Action coming down from the skies, hitting the focus of attention. It's going to connect, and now they are forcing that enemy to run. But Satsuki is going to keep moving forward, and just like that, Scurry is going to go down.
And in all fairness, Onmu could not have predicted that. Who moves off the top of Launchpad? Northeption following.
Let me lay down for a bit. No, you need to get your ass up.
Were able to put out a decent amount of pressure from above.
You laid down enough, ain't you?
One kill. Scurvy gets full thirsted. That's one more point in Northeption's pocket, a point that they desperately need. Storm Point has not gone their way.
It's one more point, and it's a legendary position in this zone until they can see where they need to fight for next. If we could go ahead and keep going forward, they're not going to let them go. I think they're going to keep rotating to go exactly where that is because they came into match number 3 in 17th place, and they need all the points that they can get. And Vaxlon and Onmu are completely separated.
I wonder if Onmu's trying to take them out right now because Northeption have spotted him out, and it could give an opportunity for a banner recovery. But Satsuki sees that coming from a mile away. He's already committed onto the low ground. He is on the hunt.
All right, Taida, let's see what you can do. You're an impressive Newcastle. I've seen you play Bangalore as well, and now Horizon.
With Northeption having successfully kept Scurwy's banner from being picked up, we'll cut over to Riddle Order and see how they're approaching this. They actually come up behind Complexity, but interestingly enough, also E6, who have been having one heck of a time recently. They lost Kinda earlier. He got back up only to go down one more time.
Okay, Riddle back in their shit, baby. Damn, they done eliminated K Sweeney. I can't remember who was K Sweeney with before.
R9 since they went into that crafting rotation, and now it's Prowler Central.
Complexity should have heard this. It does worry me a little bit that Monsoon isn't turned around 180 degrees watching their backs, but Luda pings it out, and Luda knows what's coming, as does Cody. Charge rifle in hand. Riddle have eyes on them. Even if you can't see the individual characters, Complexity, having heard those shots, will not be doubting that they have to watch their backs, the northern side of the map, as their rotation into the next zone relies on their backs being clear, since they have to focus on taking out Exet, who are on height.
No, Complexity's watching. They are looking through Spider's tunnel here, and they only had one Bangalore smoke. They do have the Rolling Thunder available to try and push in, but they're actually just going to call it off. They're going to continue going further north and look for a different place to go in, and Kashera on the rampart. This is such a different, now that they've actually been able to get out of checkpoint from disengaging with Entropic, and now throwing down a lot of fences here, looting up in the black market. Let's check in with Riddle Orders. They continue on. We last saw here in Launchpad, it was Northeption. Likelihood of them to still be here is pretty valid.
Just avoiding the focus that Complexity already had. Northeption won't have heard the shots by Spider Caves, and it's up to their game sense to pick up on the fact that Riddle Order will be rotating in behind them. Quiet as a mouse until that charge rifle shot comes through. But Satsuki doesn't go down. The 3-2-1 doesn't work as Riddle would have expected, and Northeption already start taking high ground. Taida's able to clear that out. Satsuki still continues in this poke war up against the charge rifle, and it seems to be working out for Northeption. It's a trade of damage. It's a hunt for those Evo shields that we talked about. With only 30 seconds left, though, Riddle
them
want more than that. Riddle need a rotation. They've got Valkyrie. They've now got a little bit of cover provided to them by these rocks, and they need just that little ounce more afforded to them by the cover over the rest of Launchpad.
I think they're going to have to hit the Valkyrie. I really do. They're going to need to, and Northeption will be on the high ground to be able to look straight towards that. But then you have to think about, where are we going to go into that zone? Because it is fully open. We know Exet was near the grav cannon watching the whole northern side.
Exet very much still are as well. They've turned their full attention down onto the low ground, you have to imagine. And that's to say nothing of teams that will be approaching out of Antenna, as that's still very much a possibility that could throw a wrench in the plans of Northeption, of Riddle Order, as now we start to rotate in. Big chunk goes on to Exit. Taida softening him up for the rest.
Damn, Fire Beaver's out. I'm waiting on this refund from Amazon. What you getting a refund for?
Northeption as a duo have to take on a weakened Exet.
Yeah, but utilizing the Rolling Thunder to put a lot of pressure onto Exet, giving them the time to close the distance and Fun. Look at him, he's nearby the grav cannon, and Exet Nocturnal is by himself. Fun going into the theory exhibit. Knock, just an inch of life, able to grab a knock on Satsuki, a 3v2 situation.
Now everyone's back together though, with Satsuki down. It is another duo going up against the trio of Exet.
Check my account every 30 minutes.
Cutting off these sight lines and
What you getting a refund for?
Coming up on the other side though, and behind them, Riddle Order lie in wait.
They're just tucked in, waiting to see how many more knocks. Now, what's typical of this, they will watch the feed and see who's getting knocks and immediately push in when they feel it's advantageous. Hexet, though, able to take out North Eption, pick up 3 eliminations, but Complexity, they're moving in on this, but look who's behind them.
100 Thieves take Complexity by surprise. And
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Still here. Luda's gonna go down, but it's straight on both sides. Xset can commit to this for their own third.
God damn, Complexity!
As 100 Thieves have just 2 members left. Onmu not gonna be picked back up too soon, but finally behind cover, providing the knockdown shield to allow his teammates to recover. Xset disengaged down onto the low ground, and these NA teams up on the high ground in positions of power. They're in shambles, Tim.
Look, the ability to be able to smoke and bat at the same time just completely changed the trajectory of the reset. Now Riddle Order currently sitting in second.
They showed me trying to be stingy with their them packages, and I know I clicked too.
Find an angle, but when you're gonna hang, peek out way too
They be trying to be stingy.
and they're waiting for a chance to snipe.
No, it's one should be enough.
High ground during the next couple
I'm gonna shake
of
it up.
moments. They'll have to plan out their route onto the low ground where a lot of squads
They
already
be trying to be
hold.
stingy.
We talked about this earlier, but teams like Dreamfire, who land in fish farms, who got this zone rolled to them, are going to be lying in wait for teams like Riddle to show that moment of weakness, to have not planned out their rotation and start moving down unexpectedly. Miyake should have a Valkyrie. Yukio very close to having Bangalore ult back up as well. 5 seconds left, and it isn't just Riddle. It's 100 Thieves and Xset that have to move into the open.
No more smokes available for Vaxlon, and they are pushing straight towards Xset. Good use of the Dark Veil to block out some line of sights, but it doesn't matter. They're starting
Oh
to peek,
shit!
but no one's really committed to doing
Damn,
enough
Xset.
damage. Onyx is able to get clear shots onto Xset, and now 100 Thieves have the Dark Veil available to get them into the building.
Another Dark Veil goes down. This time it's Onmu's, serving very different purposes. This one doesn't cut off line of sight onto 100 Thieves, and Onmu goes down. It was meant to be a rotation, but now 100 Thieves have to choose. Do they go forward? Do they use this Dark Veil, or do they leave their teammate behind? Vaxlon commits forward. He goes down. It's just Skirwy left. 2 have fallen. 100 Thieves. Can we say it was worth it?
I don't know, but do they have any other choice to try and get in? But Riddle have seemingly done the impossible, have saved themselves just a little bit longer.
Damn.
Gaming has gone out, and Tropic has fallen. We still have 11 squads left.
But they messed up and gave me a refund for this order. Oh.
In a building early on, that is how.
Oh, big refunds. Okay.
Your zone prediction is so impeccable. Blackhand, J-Links once again have positioned themselves in a prime zone.
And the KCP, the Kansas City Pioneers, who rotated in early, who needed to be one of the first squads in, are playing out of exactly where J-Lings were just a few games ago. The power position that picked J-Lings up a win. A few other teams in this mix with them, however, J-Lings just next door, as you called out, Blackhand.
100 Thieves
on the other side will have to move their way into this zone. And
Baby, stressful is a baby.
KCP.
Listen.
Who are they going to be going up against at the end?
Oh yeah, I don't see him at the bottom no more.
It usually is going to be the winners of the fight between FaZe and FC Destroy. That is the closest building to them. Then they'll use whatever utility they have available to try and close that open zone, and Pioneers will essentially pick them apart, and Nasky needs every bit of that. But before we get to that point, Blackhand, currently in first place overall, are taking on Dreamfire.
Height full thirsted by the Thermite. That's one less member that you're going to have to deal with permanently during this zone close. Dreamfire are trying to hold on to the area right underneath Blackhand. And Blackhand are doing their work for them. The protectors of Dreamfire are farming the rest of the lobby.
Naked's rotation just stifled, but let's jump on board with Blackhand in a listen in his seat how they're going to approach this.
Two teams on roof. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. We're good.
They're dying.
I'm gonna peek out this door. 12 enemies infected. 12 enemies infected.
Let me heal.
Yeah. I'm queuing. I don't have Q. Chill. I have Q now. Pick.
I have to bet.
Yeah, it missed. Go back. Double that.
All right, checking in with FaZe. They've approached. They are looking to challenge KCP
Oh shit.
And if Frex can hold on, they'll be able to
Woo!
take it, but no! Kansas City Pioneers hold the God spot.
The early rotation pays off, but Riddle jump on them. They're on him like a sack of bricks.
Damn.
KCP do not survive this with Yukio on the chase. Pioneers go down. Riddle usurping their position.
It's so many teams dropping right now.
And they turn their attention to the rest of the lobby. The rest of the lobby, the win that I'm almost certain is going to be Riddle's.
It needs to come from them, and they are just looking down the barrel at the two remaining squads that are holding their path towards a match win. Can they make this happen?
And the scary thing is that Riddle don't even need this. Remember, it's about being in top 10, but Riddle show no mercy. The final three squads.
Baby, it is hectic, baby. It is hectic.
Game of Bangalore Smokes, of Catalyst Walls, and you know just as well as I do that Riddle are going to be ready with the Digis especially. No ability to throw down a Catalyst Wall for a moment. Blackhand don't have one. Riddle, let's hear from them.
俺ウルトないからね。起こしてね。起こさせた方がいい。右右右。まあダウン出たら行った方がいいかも。いや待っていい待っていいと思っていいよ。うざそう。左左左左左。バンカバンカ。右右右次右。バンカ。
Oh shit.
次右次右次右。一回負けよ負けよ。上来たら上来たら。これ終わった。終わった終わった終わった。こっちこっち見て見て。右のバンカ。待ってる待ってる待ってる。
All right, Riddle. Hey, them boys will shoot.
Your winners of match number 3, that KCP phase fight, that Riddle order was able to third party was the pivotal position for this win.
No mercy over the rest of the lobby, and as you say, Tiff, the recognition of the perfect timing have a Riddle order all over Godspot. Another dance gets served to us here in the arena. Riddle's energy knows no bounds, and I'm so happy that we're seeing this squad really find their form, find their best form yet as they continue on. At this point, absolutely, certainly into tomorrow's finals.
Well, here's the deal, Dia. It's not like you called it or anything. You immediately recognized that that was the same position that J-Lings had played in a previous game here at the Split 2 playoffs, and they won from it. Riddle order most likely recognized that, as well as KCP and FaZe. FaZe were able to win that engagement between FC Destroy inside that building, and immediately were like, we have to chow now.
And credit where it's due. One squad left inside the building. Just waited for the rest of the lobby to expire. You farm up a few placement points while you can, because you know that the chances of you actually winning this game are infinitesimally small. Let's take a look at this one more time. By the time that Riddle Order actually have this position, there is a desperate attempt at a Catalyst Wall towards them, and it's in this brief second that Riddle actually can be overtaken, but they manage the fight so well.
Listen, Asby, I don't understand how they be that close, baby.
Inside, that Riddle are able to continually apply pressure to both sides of the engagement and focus the majority of their attention on the left, where the one aggressive, the one hopeful play was being made.
Well, then we get the listen in, right? And we immediately jump on board with them, and you just hear how calm they are.
Double energy, and you pick up a vote, like,
I think that at this point, you have to. You've played enough Apex Legends that you know what it looks like to be perhaps not shooting fish in a barrel, but at least in fish farms where evidently the kills really do flow faster than water. With Onyx having gone down, this was a nice, clean finish, and it's the Bloodhound scan that ultimately allows Riddle this quick recon. I only, honestly, Tiff, wish that I could understand the comms, because the calm nature...
Now I wish I could understand the comms.
Really digest what it is about this squad that is making them
I ate them
like
damn fries. I don't need my salad right now. Hell.
Their push up onto the high ground last game almost won them the whole
Yeah, I don't understand how they be on the monitors that close, man.
The backbones of these teams to be able to call for the positions that they need. And if you don't know what IGL is out there, it's the in-game leader technically. It's the one that's going to be looking to call for those macro decisions, and clearly they are paying off. But here's the deal. I'm curious to hear what the desk has to say about that glitter. Let's to hear from you.
Thank you very much, Tiff. Great job, guys, up there for those casts. 3 matches down. Only 3 more left for these teams to solidify their spot in finals. And after that performance, I feel like we can comfortably say Riddle Order is looking pretty good, Gino.
Yeah, absolutely. Right up the top there, and they're looking class as well. I mean, sure, that's that map over, right? So now we get to go over to World's Edge and see if they can service their, like old mate was serving us.
All right, well, I know we just got to see a little bit of an additional breakdown there on that final circle. We have it from a different POV, so we're going to walk back through it and talk through and see kind of what happened from Blackhand's perspective, okay? Let's get into this. Vicky, you wanna start this off for us?
Let's do it, because Riddle Order, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was the dance power-up, but man, they have really been popping off. And looking at the different perspective of Blackhand, healing up right before they had to forcibly exit out of this building alone. There goes the silence. There goes a slight slow to see where this spot was coming in from the bottom. But in terms of positioning, that's what matters here. These last 3 spots left, Sam, what do you think Blackhand could have done differently? I mean, positioning-wise, you're forced to traverse to their open ground.
You know, I think they had a very bad position. They played it so well. They actually made like the entry on the team on the bottom. They went outside. They just started the fight. The other team started focusing the other team, so they could just heal, reset everything that they wanted to do, and then they went to the fight, the last team.
Yeah, that timing was actually insane. And this is the open area. You have the smoke, the bank smokes, but what they were able to work with the fence line and then hold that position after being able to take care of KCP meant everything in that final moment.
Yeah, definitely a very strong way to close out that first map. We'll take a look back at our match 3 results. See where everything stands for our teams here. Like we said, Riddle Order, 11 kills for the 23 points. They are comfortable now, Gino, but a couple other of these squads, we got to see it from Blackhand's perspective. They're also looking very good now, too.
Yeah, Blackhand's fine. I think after this point, a couple of good games to start off with here. It was Onyx, I believe they're
Now you should have got 2 sandwiches.
2 games, so 11 points on the board is crucial for this APAC South team who, you know, obviously many expected to be doing far better than they have been so far, but then Pioneers as well with the 10, a couple other teams just creeping their way up there. Ascend was another one who was on 1 point, I believe, after 2 games, and again, you know, we're just expecting more of these guys.
Yeah, and what's crazy too, Vicky, is that because of these massive point sponges that we're seeing from the likes of Riddle Order, from the likes of Blackhand, when we see the second page here, some of these teams that are just having their first good performance will actually be not terrible of a position heading into the last 3 maps.
Yeah, going into World's Edge now, we were also entering the comfort territory for a lot of these teams, and being able to secure so much KP, looking at our top-heavy teams, you have to wonder what Ascend is feeling, what E6 is feeling going on here. Looking at the second page here, after that second round, everyone's cheering, giving their energies to some of these teams.
All right, now we're also going to take a look at the series result. This is where things are going to start getting very important, though, because we took a look back in the green room at what the cutoff point was to get through after Elimination 2 last time around. It was 31 points. It might be somewhere around there, and if we're looking at that, Riddle Order, Stabs, Blackhand, both already very comfortable. J-Link's just barely there on the cusp, and still 3 matches left to go.
Yes, look at J-Links. They literally came from the
Welcome
last
to the stream, y'all.
Elimination round 2 without, like, they're literally going perfectly up. They're consistently staying in the same place.
Yeah, the momentum for these teams is going to be very important.
They almost didn't make it,
Right.
right? I mean, it was 4 games in, and it looked like J-Lings were on the precipice of exiting the tournament, and they come with those 2 back-to-back wins, and they have 100% taken that momentum and run into our losers bracket round 2 with that.
Yeah, I think that this is going to get very close. We can see just how few
I need
points
to
are
update
separating
that.
these
I'm up
teams.
here
3
reading
games still left for
stuff
them
on my
to battle
timer
it out.
that's
So
old.
someone's going to need to have some sort of a pop-off performance or something that can at least give them a little bit of cushion with so few games left. But we talk about this pretty frequently. I'm excited to talk about this time around. Obviously, there's always an item or something in-game that's very influential in our matches. It's time for WD Black, What's in Your Pack? And this time around, it is the 30-30. Genome, talk to us about this one.
All right, it's the marksman weapon, obviously. You can chuck those 3 or 2x4s on it to try and give you some ranged damage. And damage it has done. It has had over 175,000 damage so far in these playoffs. You've had the Skull Piercer in the crafting rotation at some point. You can chuck that on for some
Damn,
extra
that 30-30, I gotta get good with it, man.
so good in the hands of these players so far. You let it charge up a little bit, that's what the bars on the side are, so it does slightly less damage if you're just popping shot after shot, but if you line it up, you get some pretty juicy headshots.
And most of these clips are
damn,
going down
107?
line of sight with the 30-30, which does about 36% more damage per bullet, which absolutely makes your eyes water.
Listen, it's a dangerous.
I'm trying to pick it up. I'm trying to pick it up.
So that's why it was our WD Black, what's in your pack. All right, now we heard Rain mention this earlier. We're going to be sending another reminder out right now because this is something that you absolutely do not want to miss, all right? And
What's up, Dragon? How you doing?
July 17th, Apex Legends Kill Code. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go over to the YouTube channel to find out. All right, because it is going to be a little bit of lore for all of you lore lovers. Kill Code will follow Lifeline, Maggie, and Loba and their adventures in the Outlands. Every single time we do anything cinematic like this, I love this stuff. It's so cool for the community, Sabs.
Yes, you know, I'm always questioning myself, what exactly gonna be then? What is the teaser about? You know, I'm going into details like in a game. I need to know every single detail, and you know, I never know what I'm gonna expect.
That's why we love it so much. And obviously we're talking about the community, all of the cool things that are coming to it. And it's not just us here in London having a good time. I've got some pretty cool clips to show you guys, okay? Because
I heard watching Creole videos for baby.
cool watch party with
What to learn Creole?
And you can see everyone hanging out here in Tokyo watching us live for ALGS. How cool is this?
Oh, shit.
I'm literally just so astonished right now. This is amazing. Look at the fans watching from Tokyo live. Are you kidding me? This is what we love about.
Yeah, I tried to get the twins to watch Spanish videos when they were little, and they still don't know a lick. Hell.
You're watching from home or you're watching at a watch party. You love to see the energy that Apex Legends brings when it comes to bringing everybody together.
Also, we have fans that have come in from all
And they went to a school full of Mexicans and still don't know.
It's nice that they still get to feel that energy with other Apex esports.
No, they know a little bit. They know the bases, but baby, that's about it. That's about it.
So much. We've loved the crowd here so much. We heard everybody cheering for Dreamfire before. We've seen so many different flags being flown.
Yeah, because
all of you. We just want to appreciate you.
I watched this lady on TikTok because her baby is bilingual. But she was like, she tried the videos as well, but she found them more effective if the people in the household were speaking it, which her and her husband were speaking Spanish, so the baby learned Spanish and learned English because they're talking both. I was like, that makes sense.
Send it our way. We are ready to close this thing out. We got 3 more games of Apex Legends to get through today before we know what that finals lobby is going to look like. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm all sorts of things. My stomach feels a bit off. I'm not sure what's going on, Dan, but I mean, what are 3 games this is going to be?
Yeah, this is going to be now where we separate the men from the boys and where we're going to see really who stands up and shows what they're made of, because
yeah, because she speak both of them.
Struggling a little bit. Maybe they're not so good on Stormpoint, but we move over to World's Edge. I know I always
much
say
easier
it,
for babies. That's how I became bilingual. Yeah.
When your time is now, make sure
yeah, she said it was more effective if the household was speaking the languages, and that way that the babies, you know, they'll pick up. They can do both.
This is how it stands at the moment as we head.
Yeah, I talked to her in Creole. Yeah, as long as you speaking to her and it like more talking in the video. I mean, the videos probably help a little, you know what I'm saying? But the speaking, yeah, that's gonna eat.
As we've already discussed,
grew up going to Mexico with my family. Yeah, the twins, cause we lived in El Paso, so it was like 99.9% Mexicans. And they know the bases, but they don't know how to speak it fluently. I don't either. I know the bases, and I can understand it more than I can speak it.
Certainly does indeed. We'll take
understand it to a certain extent, anyways.
Match 1, Blackhand. Match number 2, Riddle Order with a win in match 3, and now we really do start to ramp it up. It's
World's Edge.
3 more maps to go before we find out.
Complexity better show up, man.
A lot of teams who are better on this map will feel more comfortable and would have been delighted to hear that it was maps 4 through 6, so that you can maybe get your dud games out of the way in 1 through 3, and then knuckle down in 4 through 6 and show what you are made of. There are
Yeah, you gotta learn the cuss words.
sure
You got to. You got
well
to.
that this is going to be their opportunity in match 4 to now show us.
You got to.
Well, the 2-point sponges at the top of the leaderboards mean the rest is still all to play for. World's Edge is looking bright. It's looking colorful, and it's looking like it's ready for some action.
100 Thieves currently in 11th, followed by Fire Beavers, Onyx Esports, Optic Gaming, and E6. All 5 of those squads will want to try and push themselves into that top 10 before we get into match 6. Because if you find yourself outside of that top 10 in match 6, suddenly you've got to play a little bit differently. But here we go, we're diving on into World's Edge. We're going to follow Ascend. Remember, they've been contested constantly and find themselves in 17th position. They were in the grand finals last time. They were in the final fight last playoffs. But at the moment,
yeah, my girl Mexican and German, but she have other meat in her, like white and stuff. Does she speak Spanish?
Strongest POI on World's Edge. Ascend have it to themselves. We also have a little bit of ring information to bring you. It looks like we might be heading either north Siphon or possibly pulling a little bit towards Fragment.
That is great news for Ascend.
Skull Piercer.
To go to Big Mord and maybe contest slightly with Optic Gaming, who down at stacks. And I think that is a sensible decision from Entropic, because maybe they realize if they themselves want to get into the grand final,
yeah, she should start speaking to her in Spanish more, because that she'll have understand. She'll be real bilingual.
And 45 respectively.
I didn't know you spoke Creole, Dragon.
30 points that separates 20th place from 3rd. And that's about 10 points a game, Dan. A ridiculous kind of scenario for everyone to find themselves in, knowing one big game, you could be here tomorrow.
Yeah, no one.
I did not know that. Learn something new. I know you Haitian. I know that, but that don't mean that don't mean that you speak Creole. I know you Haitian.
Complexity in Ascend. They are 4 big heavy hitters within.
I know that. I'm just saying I ain't know you speak Creole though. Not because there's some Haitian Americans that don't speak it because they was in America most of their life. Yeah, that's just like it's a lot of Spanish people, Mexicans that don't speak Spanish because they grew up in America. So
where a lot of teams are going to head that way.
Respawn Village looks like
I know a lot of people like that. That's why I be now that would be crazy because I'm like, damn, how you Mexican and you don't speak Spanish, but when you don't grow up around like.
Can see a little bit of a scrap going down, and one of the teams.
Yeah, that one always stuns me. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But I know a few people like that in real life that I know that don't speak Spanish, but they are 100% Mexicans.
What's important is that FC Destroy keep on piling on the points and climbing up that leaderboard so that they can consider themselves a team who would be in that grand final.
One team who's going to be very happy with this burst.
Triple taking a Masters, 30-30 Prowler. Okay.
They should have one of the priority positions. They're currently in 3rd place in the standings. 29 points is where they find themselves. This is the game you want. This is the zone you want to solidify your grand final spot.
And you might be wondering, well, why are J-Lings going away? Well, they didn't have ring console. They had a survey beacon, but no ring console. So at the moment, they have no idea where this circle is going to go. So they thought about going down to Geyser because there is a ring console there. But of course, they're going to have to take a fight if they want to achieve that. So J-Lings might just have to play blind here. They'll have a general idea from the first circle, but of course, it is circle number 2 where teams can really start to predict where it's going to go.
Well, J-Lings kind of going to hedge their bets by the looks of things. That's a really good call from
shit.
you.
Okay, complexity.
Being eliminated, and it's complexity.
Come on, man. I need complexity to step it up, man. I need Monsoon to go ape shit.
Quiet so far, Dan, and you have to say this is a game that complexity needs to put points on the board.
They definitely do.
Versus 19th going up against
Monsoon's sick too. That's why he got that up his nose. He be having nosebleeds and he been sick.
So I hope everything is going to be okay, and I'm so glad he is able to power on. And maybe that could be one of the reasons why they've been a bit off here or there, but I still believe that.
What's up, Pirate? How you doing?
Into that grand final, as you say, it just takes that one big game, and they are capable of doing so.
I mean, I think you'd have to physically drag Monsoon away.
You really
He's waited
would.
so long for this opportunity, over a year, I believe it is, since he's played on his own team at LAN. We did see him, of course, at the ALGS Championship, but he was a sub, a super sub. And this opportunity for him is absolutely huge. He's not going to let it go to waste. Pioneers, though, in a great spot here. A quick rotate from them, and Nasky. Big opportunity for him to lead the troops up that leaderboard as well.
Another team who missed out on getting to grand finals and didn't really know what to do with themselves. They were a bit dejected after doing so in Split 1, and now they have a real chance of getting there to that grand final here at Split 2 playoffs. And they seem like spirits are high. I mean, spirits are always high with the Kansas City Pioneers, to be completely honest, but it can very quickly get shut down as soon as you're eliminated from a tournament.
Got her books in Spanish and Creole. Aww. I know she getting big now.
A little bit more zone heavy this time. We have seen them do some pretty wacky things on these kind of zones. In EMEA, counter rotates into zones, trying to catch teams out. My goodness, by the way, Peter, that is a ridiculous shot with the charge rifle as the truck will be taken.
Lion, what's up, baby? How you doing?
But very, very difficult to hold.
Welcome,
They don't have that
welcome.
rampart. They do, of course, have Catalyst to make it a little bit more difficult to push, but I always fear players and teams who hold this.
What up,
job
Baj?
Yeah, I think that Catalyst can only help delay the inevitable usually. It's going to be more so, can they escape with the Dark Veil once they realise where the circle's going to be pulling. Sure, if it pulls up towards them, they might be able to reside there for some time, but look, there we go. They want to get out of there. They know it's not going to be the position they can hold for a little longer than they were already. Instead, they want to try and take one of these buildings. They're doing a lot of damage, but they just about slide it.
Should be okay. Too many teams.
Yeah, too many teams to push.
Pushing this
Yeah.
for anyone else.
Right.
You can see that Onika there, FaZe there as well, and they will be able to get the red stream fire, so they're safe.
Not much, just chilling, watching the ALGS. We got these. This the first match on World Storm. They got two more matches after this one, so we just chilling, watching this, and then I'm gonna get up off of here and probably just play. Might get off stream and just chill. Get on Kick.
Game popping off and putting some montage clips on the board for us every single time.
I might get off of here and then get on Kick. Yeah, I'm gonna chill and then get on Kick.
Once they get rolling, it's very difficult to stop them. But the team
Trying to make sure I don't strain my eyes, so I'm.
Place at the moment, 48 points on the board, by far and away the biggest total we have in this lobby at the moment. One solid game, you would say, one solid enough game from Middle Order here, and they will be with us tomorrow on Championship Sunday.
Honestly, I'd even say they could probably get 0 points for the next 3, and I think they will be on the grand finals.
Kick it on Kick, yep. Saturday night.
At this point, it would be madness.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, and
they're on 27.
yeah, I'm gonna get up off of here more than likely because I need to
10 more, and I think we'll be feeling pretty
relax just a little bit. Then I'll get back on the grind tonight.
They were chasing a couple of teams and rotating around. It was E6 they were on the behinds of, but instead they're going to now go north. And
listen, and Nicole be thinking I be trying to be funny because I sleep on the edge of the bed too. But the reason I sleep on the edge is because if I get hot with the cover, I can kick my foot out, and I know it's going to get a little breeze. You know what I'm saying? So I sleep on the edge too.
Exit are that team, but they are on the precipice at the moment. They've got 27 points. But I mentioned how close the lobby is at the moment, Dan. 27 is by no means.
You put in the Discord?
If you say they're in 4th with 27, well, 10th place has 13, and that's one game, you know, one average game for a team to close that gap. So everybody in this lobby is probably thinking, just don't throw away a game. Just be consistent. Try and find your way to an end zone.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look at here in a second. Let me go use the bathroom. What you been up to today, Baj? In the kitty corner? Okay, let me go look. Hold on. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
A couple of shots going to come in, but they will be safe landed.
And it's why we're going to see a lot of games be slow starting, where 19, 18 squads are going to be alive with only a couple of circles remaining, because no one is going to want to take risks at this point. There's only, in my opinion, 2 teams who can really afford to take risks, and that's Riddle Order and Blackhand at the moment. I would say they are guaranteed to be in the grand final. Everyone else, it is not a dead cert. If you were to have a poor performance on World's Edge, you could find yourself falling out of that top 10 and kicking yourself a little bit for not being a little bit more careful in your approach of getting into the zone. Now, we do know that a lot of teams and the meta really follows teams who like to get into the zone early, place up, bunker down, but then it's also about planning what you do for that final circle. We had 11 squads in the final circle in the previous game on Storm Point, so you have to be aware of absolutely everything. You need to be prepared for all sorts of madness that's going to go down, and sometimes the teams that win will be the quicker thinkers right on the spot there and then.
Well, Exet may be thinking about wrapping zone here, because Complexity are ahead of them. Complexity may be backing off of this, just to give you a little idea of what the plan is here from Exet. So a little zone wrap, or certainly playing as close to it as they can to try and approach this zone from the northern side. Probably the safer option, and I think the safer option is going to be discussed and taken the majority of times by teams at the moment.
And there's 3 teams, though, that are moving, and actually I was going to say that one of them is Complexity, as Exit will just get eyes on Complexity there. Riddle Order are also not so far away, and Ascend might hear this commotion. It's important that if you are going to get engaged in these gunfights, you're well aware of the other positions you could be pushed from. You You don't want to just get snuck up on and then lose your game just because you wanted to get a little bit of extra damage for those Evo shields. So Exet and Complexity need to be careful, as they both should be able to move together into the zone. It's not like they can't cohabit here.
Interesting to see what's going on here, because Exet are trying to kind of thread the needle between Complexity and Ascend. Element 6 came over from the truck that we were talking about a few moments ago that Dreamfire were in, and had a little look at it, but everyone seems to have decided once again, let's play this one safe as we move our attention over to Frag East, where we have Optic Gaming, who have found their way a little bit closer to zone now. Also finding themselves with a couple of neighbors, but the Kraber coming down, probably a little bit out of reach for them at the moment. 405 meters is too much of a risk to really overextend for.
Well, Exet move away from Complexity, but then they will approach Ascend, because as I said, they were in the area, they did hear the gunshots, and they went and had a little sniff. It looks like Ascend don't really want this. E6 also in the same kind of area too. Everyone's kind of posturing up against one another, but no one really wants to take the fight at the moment, and for good reason. There's far too many teams in the lobby. As soon as you do so, the third party is just going to be invited. So everyone just saying, okay, you can reside there, we'll find a new position, and we'll move on for now.
Ascend taking over that height as well on the drill tower to make sure that if Exet do try and push up, they are going to have that vantage point to really call a power position while that 3v3 may take place. E6 keep looking at this, by the way. E6 kind of keep creeping up, and I'll tell you for why. Because the zone is about to do something a little bit funky, as Complexity are holding out Riddle Order at the moment as we jump into the map overhead and we see from the third-person perspective exactly what's going down.
Yeah, Riddle Order came in from the zone and they were hoping they'd be able to walk in for free, but Complexity just spot them, and now Riddle Order not only taking so much damage from Complexity, but of course from the zone as well, so have to manage their meds here.
Meds might be a problem for them though. You saw that was one med kit left to be used, as now we get a little bit of Moncam trying to hold out, trying to do it all for Complexity at the moment. Should be a pretty isolated fight, and is an isolated fight here in the kill feed. In the meantime, Fire Beavers and 100 Thieves having an exchange, and it looks like 100 Thieves are struggling.
Yeah, 100 Thieves down to just one, it would seem, as Fire Beavers take that fight in.
Back. I'm in a new crib right now, Ken. Okay, I know you happy.
Here's the fight we were talking about.
It's been a long time coming.
But has the damage already been done by 100 Thieves? As FC Destroy look to try and take this train car.
Trying to finish off this fight, trying to take advantage.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Hamadrill has gone down, and Fire Beavers, well, they're holding strong.
That's why I have to sleep on the edge. It's Edge waking up and Rick going to sleep for me. Like, what?
Just to delay that fight. FC Destroy have to take it slow.
Hey, Dee. Hello, hello.
Well, it's so difficult to get a straight 3v3 fight at the moment, though.
Luda nose bleeding now?
That are shooting from a distance. Optic were getting involved in that fight, and they made it so awkward for FC Destroy, who eventually were able to back off. Complexity still griefing Riddle Order at the moment, and they were able to get one knock.
Because my son nose was bleeding the other day.
But while all of this has been going down, Complexity have to be so careful of the third pie, and there it is. All of a sudden, Riddle, get that knock. It's a 2v2 right now between Complexity and Riddle Order, but the problem is, who is going to be aware of that third party approaching?
There are so many teams heading north right now. You can see Exet approach, but Fire Beavers are coming, and Blackhand are not far behind. There are everyone saying, maybe we could get KP.
Complexity out.
Eliminated, as well as Riddle Order and Exet. They have one down. They just need to try and get back up here. But look, Fire Beavers and Blackhand, they were
yep, Phoebe cooling your whole body off.
All right, it's down. Lightning Pulse having to retreat as well as Taskmaster.
I don't know, because Monsoon, that's why he got that thing up his nose, because his nose been bleeding. Now Luda nose bleeding.
Putting so much suppressing fire.
Okay, hold on, I gotta.
Down onto this. They've managed to get Sykes back up as well.
And the zone's coming in too, so you've got to be careful and just try and move away from this one if I were you, Exet, which they do. I think Exet have been blessed by Blackhand, as Fire Beavers will lose one. They can stay alive as a 2, but the fact that Fire Beavers were about to full send onto Exet, it was only the fact that Hand actually got involved that saved Exet there.
Fire Beavers stay alive, but as a 2. To give you an indication of where the zone is pulling, by the way, FC Destroy are bang in the center. If you're wondering where we're going, it is to the train car that Fire Beavers were holding a few moments ago. So Fire Beavers in a pretty good spot in this cafe building to overlook where that zone is going. But I think everyone's going to be caught off guard by that zone pull down. We were saying maybe Fragment East early, then we saw the third zone and we were like, oh, this one's probably going towards No Name, and then straight back towards that truck. And Jailings are making a play for it.
Yeah, we have 5 teams down in the respawn village. Jailings want to move early. They get on top of the building. They've got to be careful of a couple of grenades. They're being griefed by several squads, and Nag's just going to survive now because he's lost his teammates. And Jailings, even though they've got a good points total, they still need a few more if they want to try and get themselves into that grand final.
Certainly do indeed. Optic, Blackhand, Jailings, Fire Beavers, all inside of Frag East at the moment. FC Destroy, the solo team who's inside of zone, as Jailings will be eliminated. FaZe doing a little bit of work in the kill feed as well. I believe the Snipe Down has found himself a Kraber, but Blackhand as a 2 trying to show presence here inside of Fragment East.
So Blackhand as a 2, Fire Beavers as a 2. There are a couple of weaker squads left. 15 in total with the squads remained in this next few circles. Now, as I said, there is about 9 teams that are going to have to move from east to west. So FC Destroy is sitting quite pretty at the moment, but they will also be the target of a lot of squads and a lot of grenades. But thankfully for them, again, just like we saw earlier in the tournament on World's Edge, you've got the perfect setup comp. You've got the ability to get that gen down, and also Newcastle get the wall up. They've made a fortress here.
Yeah, this is very, very difficult to push. And the problem is, even if you try and push it, Pinotaur's got a Kraber. One shot with this, and all of a sudden, your ideas get absolutely scattered.
Here we go.
Don't stand still if you're on World's Edge right now, because this man on the Newcastle, he's looking to hit some shots. Looking at the kill feed though, KCP involved. Zane just picked up 1. And Ascend being chased down at the moment by Naked.
3 squads all being pushed into the zone by the circle now. Naked, Ascend, and Xset. E6 are watching from the southern side, whilst FaZe, Onyx, Pioneers, and Go Next are trying to arrive from the southern side as well. Everyone at the moment is just being forced in, and you've got to try and work out who you're looking at, and that's difficult enough.
But look at this brilliant positioning now from Xset. The wrap that they made towards zone, with the zone pulling so violently back towards them, means that now they can approach and they have a walk-in. Ascend, trying to hold on. Look at the last player alive for them. He looks like he could be in problems. Naked eliminated in the meantime as Xset. They win the fight, but do lose sights on their way forward.
And that's bad news, because Element 6 have been waiting so long patiently to get involved in this fight, and they say this is the perfect time now. We can push up. Ascend eliminated, 13 squads remaining, as everyone is just about found somewhere to play in this circle.
Slayers and E6 going to take the height away from where Xset were a few moments ago. Realize eliminated in the meantime as Optic Gaming start to come to life a little bit, and it's about damn time for them to do so as well. It's when you're going to pop that Phoenix kit. Going to be able to get back up to full health, but you can see they've still got a way to go here down to get into that zone.
Xset is split at the moment, and that's not good for them. Blackhand were trying to take a peek, but remember, they are just a 2 at the moment as well. FaZe were losing members, and I think there's only 1 player left on the FaZe squad, so that's going to be a rat situation to try and get maybe some placement points, get into the top 10 at the bare minimum. There's still 4 teams on the southeast side of this circle. Dreamfire, Onyx, Go Next, and Pioneers very close in a building, and when this circle moves them, they're going to have so many eyes. This is going to be a really tough rotation for them. FC Destroy, though, you have to say, they are in the winning position at the moment, but I have seen teams lose it from here.
It's very, very true. The good news for them is that everyone else who has to kind of come towards them are stacked up on each other. I mean, look at this in front of us right now. Dreamfire, Onyx, KCP all have to leave here, and FC Destroy can focus on them, can try and do something with that and pick off the KP that's left over. For now, though, Onyx Esports trying to hold on inside of the truck, trying to exchange fire and trying to survive, but they have to leave at some point.
Yeah, they're going to have to leave now. Zone's coming through. Dreamfire also going to be leaving at the same time. Kraber in action. Onyx will lose 1 as Pioneers start to make their move.
They get 1. Racky's going to go down from Onyx, but Dreamfire is still a problem. FaZe eliminated in the meantime. Dreamfire do come out, it seems, as the sole winners of that fight, or at least a survival race. And now with the Black Veils down, might have a second just to reset. The question is, does Roy still have that Kraber? Because he's been in that kill feed popping off.
Yeah, these Dark Veils are going to be massive for teams just to try and avoid attention, but you can go up into the sky, but it's going to be like clay pigeon shooting. You will be taken down. Pioneers eliminated. 7 squads remain as Dreamfire are still alive, and they are cooking.
The crowd is loving it as Pioneers will fall. Dreamfire continue to move forward. 3MZ has gone down, but with 7 squads remaining, more shots like this might mean more KP.
It's just about now taking your fights and hitting your shots, but it looks like it could be the end for Dreamfire. Roy, the last remaining player, does not do enough as Dreamfire eliminated, and now suddenly all attention goes back to the likes of
That's a
FC
lot of
Destroy,
bets.
who are holding center zone as we've got 6 squads remaining.
Let's jump into an E6 listening right now. They are getting hyped. They are so close right now.
I'm with you.
Journey gonna text me. She's like, "Mommy, are you coming tomorrow?" I was like, "Girl, I will be there."
Running back.
Don't go crazy. It's a team above you, okay?
Okay, I'll put back.
On top, flying, flash.
Yeah, I need to heal.
One thing she gonna make sure is her mama don't miss no events.
Just play slow for a second. Just heal. Yeah. I just need to heal.
I'm so excited. This is her first pageant.
The right is playing bottom. Can you put it bottom?
Well,
I'm coming with you.
Nah, I'm finna ban all y'all in Discord.
It is. They're playing on the other side of it.
Okay, come in, swing.
Plan me right now.
Okay.
One's pushing me.
Oh, John.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, we find you.
Just wait. They're gonna fight now.
Can we climb up, baby?
On the right. Play the heady on the right.
Okay.
We still have lots of time, boys.
Yep.
Very good. Can we kill bottom?
Yeah, we can.
Play on me right now. Hit at that.
Good on me.
I'm standing. Nice, I'm going left.
I'm with you, Joe.
I'm trapping forward. Careful, both. We're good.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm finna ban him.
The intensity is there from E6. The bubble is down, but can they wrap? But can they survive here? Down, everybody is stacked up. They're trying to finish off Blackhand.
FC Destroy are going to poke out as soon as they see anything in this kill feed case when he's so weak and he goes down. This is bad news for E6.
And surely this just opens the door
Oh,
for
shit.
FC Destroy to move in. It does.
Damn.
They had zone. They had the fortress. And FC Destroy put up a big game under pressure.
FC Destroy had absolutely everything they could have wanted in that final
Oh my
circle. One of the
gosh.
most important things, as I always
Them
say,
boys
was
were shooting, baby.
waiting, picking their right moment, then arriving in those final moments just to get those extra kills. And it puts them up to around 34 points. And I said, you know, that might be the magic number. Between 31 and 34, maybe that could be enough done by FC Destroy already.
Y'all get on my nerves. Why are y'all screenshotting my pictures?
Still a big game for them. It did push them into the top 10, which I'm sure they'll be delighted about. But again, still so tough in those final moments to try and work out where you need to go, especially when you've got a team literally holding a fortress in the middle of the map.
Yeah, so tough to do, and E6 gave it their all. And that's all you can ask in those kind of situations. Maybe they had to burn the bubble a little bit earlier than they would have wanted to, with FC Destroy just poking over the top of the tracks to try and do that damage. But that win at this stage of the tournament, ahead of the match point finals, knowing you've taken such a, it's not even a step down, it's a leap towards being here tomorrow. Massive for FC Destroy.
Yeah, Blackhand on.
Why would y'all do that to me? Be right back. I'm about to move my monitor closer to my face to see if it helps. Let me know how it work out, Esme. I couldn't do it, baby. My eyes will be over here bleeding, literally.
To Championship Sunday, but don't tell them that. Make sure that they just stay.
What's up, Mello? How you doing?
Don't let it get that close where you're on the bubble. Just instead, make sure you have your own.
They in Bajan and Discord trolling me because they don't fucking love me.
FC Destroy, they know how important that win was.
Y'all is Music Keys, DDC, Liquids.
That being said, though, they did force Fire Beavers out of this truck. They said they wanted it, and they forced the Beavers away from their dam and instead built a fortress of their own. And as soon as they had set up, it was about taking extra space, getting those fences down, making sure you have the gen up to stop grenades pelting you. But if you can get in positions like this, when there's lots of squads in a final circle, not many people are going to pay any attention to you. Instead, they're all worrying about the edge. They're worrying about who they're getting pushed from. And then when it was down to just 3 squads, it was just a matter of time for FC Destroy. They would occasionally poke and prod, but then they would go back to their hidey hole, try and encourage the fight, and then eventually it was just a matter of time.
And that was the big play, I think, from them that really secured the game, right? Making E6 burn that bubble. Just having a little poke over the top, making sure that if that bubble's available and E6 are in position to climb up, they can climb, they can get the bubble down, and then all of a sudden, they've got something to worry about. But FC Destroy, I mean, how do you push that? Watson fences, if you've got to climb, going to be a problem. The Newcastle wall in front of you is going to be a problem. And then they've got the smokes to play with as well. And wow, 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 hammer drill. 2.6k damage coming in from him on the Bangalore, leading the way for his squad.
I mean, a crypto would have been nice, I guess. That could have at least done something about the setup that they had.
Very
but
true.
Not going to be the case for a lot of those squads because they didn't have one to use. But that is amazing news for FC Destroy. I also saw a member of Riddle Order go in and congratulate as well. Great to see the region coming together to support one another. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of APAC North representation.
Damn,
in the
I don't know
grand
who.
final. It's
DDC
insane
more,
how good they've
Decorian
been at this tournament.
more.
But other regions
Hello?
still a lot to do here in elimination bracket round 2. Or the
She getting cranky, finna put her down for a nap, but I'll be back. Okay, got Tab up. I appreciate you, Dragon.
Because Dreamfire still got far enough. And Dreamfire at the moment, they are in 10th place. If it was like this, they would be in that grand final.
If Dreamfire hold on to that 10th place, or better, of course, then I tell you what, that section of fans down the front in the copper box
Since he don't know his
to go
gamer tag.
insane. But that's just how things look after that match is done. So the results, FC Destroy, of course, on top. 8 kills alongside the 12th placement point gives them a bomb 20, which in this kind of environment, when you just want one big game, it's almost, you know, you can't put a price on it.
And a team who went under the radar a little bit in that game, Optic Gaming, 17 points, 12 kills. They were silently frying the lobby as they marauded towards the zone, and that is a big game for them that sends them up to 6th place in the overall standings right now, giving them a fantastic chance of getting to that grand final as well. Remember, they were in elimination round 1, so they have come a long way to be in consideration for that grand final.
Exet as well, we believe maybe done enough with that performance, 10 kills to their name, but this is where things start to get a little bit dicey. Looking at some of the names in this list, the bottom 11 from that game, a lot of them transfer over, Dan, to what we are seeing outside of that top 10 overall.
Yes, I am very worried for Northeption, Realize, Ascend, Complexity, and Entropic. They are our bottom 5 at the moment in the overall standings. And if we think that the magic number's around 31 to 34, then they're going to need to drop a 20 bomb at some point to put them up there and give themselves a chance of getting into that grand final. There are the series results as they stand after 4
you can't
games,
even
so
spell it.
It is going to be
Spell it.
Pioneers and
Better yet,
Dreamfire
pronounce it.
all on 20 points, holding that 10th position. It would come down to tiebreakers if they all tied, of course, but at the moment they still have games to get it done.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff coming in from our team.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Look at could be closer, really. 3 teams.
Y'all treat me like
ridiculous.
like
Just
a bag
behind
of
them as well,
shit.
18. We've got 2 more games of Apex today. It is going to be a wild, wild end to day number 3 here. But I tell you what, these fans have been a special part of it, Dan. They have been making so much noise throughout the day, and at the moment, their favorite Dreamfire are holding on. The question is, are they going to be able to do it?
Well, I mean, if they manage to push their way through to the zone but not get caught out, it's going to be amazing. Anyway, we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, we've got match number 5.
I'll make sure everyone makes it home.
We're a team. We look out for each other.
I won't let you down.
Let's go.
That was a sick game, dude.
No one gets left behind.
Oh, damn, I missed
Herman
it.
Miller Gaming is the official chair partner of the
Damn it, I
Apex
missed
Legends
it.
Global Series.
London's calling here, and we only have 2 games of Apex to decide who will be able to answer that call tomorrow as we head towards our match point finals. 2 more games remaining here, Dan. We've got to find out who are going to be those 10 teams going through.
And it could not be closer for those top 10 spots. There are a few teams who should have already guaranteed themselves in the grand finals, but plenty to play for with only 2 maps remaining. And with how it's going and with how some of these zones have been, we've had 15 squads left going into some of these final circles. Everyone just trying to squeeze out every placement point possible, playing it safe.
What's up, Blake? How you doing?
Going into match number 5, is this where we see some of these teams
What's up
who are
with
really
you?
far from that bubble?
We
start
love you
to push
too.
it a little bit harder.
Pace certainly
I don't feel the love.
we only have 2 matches.
I made 2, but I don't- yeah, fuck you too, Zuki.
Is live.
Fuck you too.
Once again, going to be the battleground for our teams. And keep in mind the team who is holding down that final qualification place at the moment in 10th at Dreamfire.
And the Dreamfire fans
Alright,
in the
match
crowd
2
are letting them know that they are behind them.
of this half.
And we have a lot
I'm
of
doing
fans
good,
in this
Blake.
audience
I
who
can't
just to be back.
complain.
Certainly
Chilling, watching this
squad.
ALGS.
Also have a lot of fans
Seeing
here
who
at the
gonna
moment.
be
They're
in the final
7th place
brackets
after their
tomorrow.
incredible top 3 as Ascend are going to be contested. And we knew this was a possibility earlier. As we go again, Gimmy's there.
Ooh,
Oh, the bubble fight, I've missed you. PK's always good. PK even better. That's 2 now for Lufka. Question is, can he get all 3?
Good from there. They probably got griefed quite a lot from Optic Gaming, who Optic had 12 kills or whatnot throughout the previous game, so I probably want to avoid them as well. But that is a massive win for Ascend, who really need a game to light themselves up and actually give themselves a real opportunity of getting to a grand final yet again.
E6 fans, I'm sure you're smiling right now because we're going towards Trials, exactly where they find themselves, and it's going to be pulling all the way towards the back here, you would imagine, Dan. Good news for Xset, of course. 100 Thieves, I've got my eyes on you as well. You should be able to get such a good position. And they need it, Dan. I mean, look at the leaderboards at the moment. 100 Thieves are down in 15th position, and they cannot surely miss out on another final.
Well, Xset was saying about all these southern zones, and they were praying for some caster curses on the southern zones. Well, there you go. There's the most northern zone you could probably get at this point, and Xset should have an opportunity to pick up some real points. This
What
is
you
gonna
been
be a
up
tough
to,
one, though,
Blake?
for the likes of Naked. Optic Gaming realize who are moving
Exit
from the
already
southeast
in the
side of this
circle.
map, a big old long
Oh
treacherous
shit, they
journey.
got a lot of
They have
people
to
over
push
there
through the
already.
likes of
100
Harvester
Thieves,
and behind
Exit,
teams who are gonna be there quicker than
Dreamfire.
them, sitting in those choke points. But this is going to be a fun game for those who can sit in those choke points, as Fire Beaver's currently having a scuffle.
Red Lord are going to be on the other side of this.
Oh, wow.
Okay, they need
my
to switch
goodness,
this.
Night Impulse, your spray.
Woo!
They pay. That's going to be 2 here. As Fire Beavers look to clean up the mess they started, they win that fight, and boy, is Orion getting pumped up.
Element 6 also having a fight.
Oh shit,
and they're
Riddle
just trying to
already
get
out?
into position at the moment, it would seem, but Xset are doing exactly the same thing, as well as Dreamfire. So all these teams, they're racing to the top right now.
It's a race to the tower, and you can see at the moment that E6 are having a hold. They get one onto Fun, but there's the exchange of knocks. E6 going to be able to reset momentarily. Are Xset going to drop? Swinny's got to get this battle. He misses the shot, and E6 fall. E6 fall as Nocturnal clutches up for Xset.
Okay,
Just
Nocturnal.
dumped all over that man. That was disgusting what I just saw. The battery was popped, but it did not matter, and Xset will hold.
That tracking was crazy, baby. They be on it, baby. Hey, that's why they the professionals, okay?
So crazy. I mean, the tournament could come down to a Peacekeeper being hit and a Mastiff being missed. That's how close
Yeah, we've been over here chilling. We've been watching it every day. I'm not gonna be on tomorrow because I got my daughter having her first pageant, so I might be able to see the first part of it, but I gotta I'm gonna be there all day here. But it's been good so far.
For sure, it was going to be E6s after the battle was
I'm more than likely to go back and watch it.
Elsewhere, Onyx. They're at the bottom floor at the moment, trying to just throw a couple of grenades up to do initial damage, but they're just going to have to use the exhibit or run away from the exhibit as Complexity have got one down.
You're going to have to work very, very hard in this game to come out with a victory or certainly be involved in that end game. It's a Skyhook trial zone, which means that some teams are going to be able to stack up inside a Skyhook. There's always going to be a room to play. You can expect to see.
Hey, Shada, how you doing?
Still have remaining in this game, probably in and around zone 4, 5, unless we see someone try and push the pace a little bit, like you were suggesting might happen at the start of this game.
Well, Realize is taking a fight with Naked at the moment and have been able to get 2 knocks as well. So they're maybe trying to push the pace a little bit down on the southern side as they try and rotate away from the zone. And a lot of those squads who are on the south and on the east are moving quite quickly. We're seeing a lot of teams trying to get into place very early, and also we're seeing fights
I've been good, trying to maintain, baby, trying to maintain and be positive and, you know, chill with the community, grind, take care of these kids, take care of the dog and cat.
On a tablet?
I think that was stuck for a second.
Ooh, shit.
One of the weirdest controls I've ever seen. Anyway, J-Links involved in a fight. Trying to pop the EMP in its ascent. They were trying to take this off them at the moment. This is completely, like you say, influential to what we can expect to see
Oh, shit.
Match point finals lobby.
J-Ling ain't looking too good.
Has fallen. Ascend on top here and post-kill. Obviously feeling very
Yeah, this her first pageant because she not into sports or nothing. So I was like, okay. And her stepmama, she was like, well, she signed up for a pageant. And I was like, well, you know, I'm going to support my baby. So she like doing, you know, little girly girl stuff. And, you know, you can't tell her shit don't stink. So I'm just ready to see her in her dress. Her dress is so pretty. I was like, oh, I'm so excited for my baby. So I just try to find some that, you know, she like the other twin. They're not into sports. Like I was into sports, and of course I would want my kids to be in sports, but they do a lot of good stuff in school. And one, she taking culinary classes right now because she likes to cook, so she's doing her culinary. And then Journey, she wanted to get into pageants, so she doing her pageant stuff. And she also do taekwondo too. She loves taekwondo. That's her sport. It's purple. It's purple, and that's my color too. Yeah, I was like, look, my little chef. I just be trying to support them and stuff they want to do. But they good, like school-wise, they book smart. Like they finna be freshmen. I'm finna have freshmen, y'all. High school. I can't believe my baby's going to high school.
Arriving late to choose who they want to push, where they want to go. That's when the action is really going to kick off. Look where Realize and Naked are. They are so far down south at the moment. They need to start getting a boogie on. I know that Naked are just a 1, but Realize probably should start moving.
I think they've decided that.
Yeah, and cooking always gonna be like, people always need cooks, always gonna need chefs. Like that's one thing. Yeah, so she like to do that. That's her little hobby right now. She always be, and she know I like to cook too, so she'll find stuff on TikTok and be like, oh mama, let's make this, and I'm like, okay, let's do it, girl. We're supposed to be making these cinnamon rolls we seen. I'm like, girl, you know I'm trying to unbig my back, and you be trying to feed mama, baby. Mama trying to lose some pounds.
Fire Beavers leaving it late as well over at Monument, having won that initial fight that we saw, but
yeah, it was 2 dresses that was real cute. It was an orange one and it was a purple one. She said the purple one just felt right, so.
I do love watching this zone, and Dreamfire have taken one of the best buildings for it. KCP also playing the rocks in the north. I mean, that can be one of the priority positions as well. You can do a lot
I'm
of
excited to see. What time do I got to be up there tomorrow? I think I got to be up there pretty early.
Across the train tracks.
I think at 10. Well, she has her interview at 10. Yeah, 10 in the morning, so yeah. I'm going to have a long day tomorrow. I guess a pageant mama. Because they got the interview at 10 and then the pageant thing at like 5. I'm like, yeah, we finna be there all day.
15 squads remain, so everyone's got 1 placement point at the moment, that could be 1 point closer to those grand finals.
That means Daddy can game now. What you want to play some Apex? Dragon, I wish Call of Duty still was hitting for what it was when we used to play, man. We used to have so much fun on duty.
If this isn't a good game, then they will be done.
You would imagine so. It puts them in a serious situation where they'd have to have a mammoth game, not even just a win.
Man, them was the times, baby. Them was the times, baby. I don't think nothing will top the times we had on Call of Duty, man. We had some fun on duty.
Maybe for them to put on a better showing here in the elimination bracket final. And if they had been in that grand final, all those stats start to come together when it gets to match point. But they just haven't been able to get rolling here. But 2 games is still enough to put things in your own hands and maybe just be able to set destiny your way.
KCP going to have a job. You can see they're spread out at the moment, trying to hold as much ground as they can at the northern side of Skyhook. Dreamfire still set up in what you'd imagine might well be God's spot here. With the comp that they've got the catalyst to be able to reinforce the doors, completely control it.
Yes, when Kai was good. I mean, listen, we used to be on there at 4, 5 in the morning, get up, still have to go to work. I was just talking to Killer about that last night, about how we was with you and everybody else. That was crazy. You said that, yeah, we had some times, man.
Are KCP ready for this?
KCP up into the skies, want to take the fight. Black Hole arrives as well. This could be trouble.
Zane goes down though.
Oh shit, Zane.
KCP have got to turn this one around. They managed to find 1, they managed to find 2, but are they able to clutch it?
Gets the knock, gets the finish, and Dark Veil will come up just to get the shield swap here.
But here come Blackhand, and here come Onyx. They want a piece of this as well. They know how valuable this position was that Pioneers were holding down, and Naski's realized it. Does he have time to stick this res?
This is such terrible news for Pioneers. They were sitting pretty. Now the nades will arrive. Has to cancel it, has to try and get away because the grenades are there. And we will still see one member of Northeption still alive.
About to go to a gathering. Okay, you off today, DD? You off on a Saturday?
Exhibit is down. Naski's trying to crouch. So
Where was you at last night, Cheeky? We was looking for your ass.
For the IGL to try and win, or does he try and survive? He's doing a little bit of mountain goat work right now. He's going to have to be careful. Don't look down, Naski. Don't look down.
He almost took his hands away from his mouse and keyboard there to say, well, I think I might just be posting up and staying here for quite some time. Now, Onyx, who were having a look, were also greeted by Fire Beavers who are getting involved as well. Onyx have lost 1. They'll push up, maybe see the 1 member of Northeption if they do look to the heavens, but no, they're just going to try and survive.
Here come the Beavers. Onyx Esports having to retreat desperately. Fussy is not going to be able to get back to his feet, you would imagine. They're trying to smoke off and slow things down, but the question is...
Baby, listen, we just been doing pubs. I just been doing challenges and stuff, and trying to get my skills up using the 30-30. That's my challenge now, so... Yeah, I ain't touched rank since I hit Masters either. That was about 17 weeks ago here.
Maybe just got a little bit trigger happy there. He probably could have sat here and looked comfortable, but maybe locked eyes with one of the Fire Beavers members. But at least he can get all the loot that his teammates have been able to gather. All the meanwhile, the zone is pulling over towards the tower that XSET were able to grab right at the start of the game. You can see why it was such a furious fight between XSET and E6.
All of a sudden, Blackhand...
I know you was sick. So you been asleep? Okay, yeah, I know you was asleep. I mean, I know you was sick. No, I know you was asleep. I know you was sick. Okay, you feeling a little bit better?
But everybody is going to be safe. This is now a
Make sure you got your mask on in my chat now, because we can't be spreading them goddamn germs and shit, man.
Everyone in Skyhook now has to leave.
It is quite unsettling as well when you are on the basement of those buildings. You can just hear the tippy taps of the feet running around, and you know full well that at any point they could just dive on you. So we go back to Rapcam. Naski, Pioneers, 23 points. It would do them wonders if they were able to survive. Now, Northeption were eliminated. Naski will have been able to get that information, and now he knows that he is alone and not the only rat.
The one thing that Fire Beavers don't know...
But as soon as it wear off, I'm dead again? Yeah. Oh, poor baby. I hope you get to feeling better.
You have to wonder if maybe they'll get a little bit of info from the heartbeat sensor, but Dreamfire now... Their next move is made a little bit more difficult. I imagine they're going to be pretty much safe for now. XSET's still the only team chilling with within zone. Realize
Chilling.
having a little scrap at the bottom of the zone where it's pushing in now with FC Destroy. And Realize are going to be eliminated. FC Destroy, we jump on board with them. We're just trying to hold the last moments of this fight, but they did win it against Realize. So FC Destroy will have to scarper towards Ring, but they did lose one player on their way forward. Make that two. Pinotaur's going to have to do it on his own.
Go Next also trying to push through. Complexity in a little spot of bother, but can throw a couple of grenades down. Utility being used to do some damage as they're just checking their backs at the moment. Pioneers, by the way, and KCP will be eliminated. Nasky was trying to just walk on up on Fire Beavers, but they did eventually.
Okay, Complexity, come on, y'all.
Points for KCP.
And now everyone in the lobby knows where that zone is going. Optic Gaming versus FaZe, though. Two of the biggest orgs in all of esports battling it out for a place in the Match Points finals tomorrow, and Optic Gaming will be eliminated. FaZe
Damn, okay, FaZe.
Points as well. They're in 8th position in the overalls at the moment. Want a big game. They want to try and put it all done, and behind them in match 5, FG Destroy now eliminated as the circle again pulls even further towards exit. All the teams in Trials are going to have to move up now, as well as every squad that you see on your screen. FaZe, Dreamfire, Firebeavers, Complexity, all have to move to the west side of these tracks.
Not 1v1 me.
FaZe using that low barrel, the black market, to get a little bit extra loot to help them on their path.
Goose is crazy. Hell, I'm already coughing. Listen, they've been coming in here sick as hell. I've been telling them, hey, don't come in here. They better put their goddamn mask on, baby. They better channel their inner future and put a mask on coming in this chat, baby. We got like 4 people sick and congested, fevers. Hey, I don't need none of that. None of that bad juju.
Yeah, on low or on maybe even both, 15 seconds. 15 seconds, we'll go, okay? Okay.
Not Zuki and Cheeks hoes. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay.
I don't know about Zuki, but she, I ain't gonna say he a hoe, but he be getting it in, okay? That's why he's sick here.
Careful, don't smoke. Yep. Ulti safe.
Over there kissing them boys in the mouth.
Careful,
Over there kissing them boys in the mouth.
They bang ulti now. Okay. Bang ulti deep, okay? Yep. Nothing on scan at the moment.
You have to go claim it in the drops.
Team on the right side, team on the right side. I hear climbing.
It's for a PC scan. Oh, are you talking about that game in the chat? That ain't nothing, baby. Bashu just put that game in there. Yeah, that ain't no scan.
I need to come to Luda. Popping about here. I'm coming to Luda too.
And what's so crazy is I can't even take that game off because I don't even know where it's at. Like, literally.
There, yeah, they're gonna ape us now. You ready? They're playing back over to our spot. Yeah, I'm going back to our spot. I got naded. I'm 1 HP. Bringing them up top. Yep. I'm trying to look climbing up to you, Mon. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. My spot's safe again, Mon. They're gonna pick me and I'm dead. Coming to you. They're still above us on the southeast. Yep. I got 2 of them on scan.
There's a full team where I died. Full team where I died.
Zero. I'm gonna burn zero.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do it.
Come on, Complexity. Dang, he up there playing with that thing up his nose. I know that gotta be hard.
No shield heals.
Because he having to breathe out his mouth and talk.
They're gonna drop on us pretty soon. Next tier Q, they're going to. We can play off it. Yeah, we can play.
Rick, didn't you just take a nap?
Can we scan in front, please?
Yeah, because he been having, he not feeling good.
One.
Oh, shit.
Complexity will fall, but they force themselves inside of the top 9. FaZe have been
They got in the top 9, though.
For the entire time down, as now we see Firebeavers in a fight too.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine sitting there trying to play with it up my nose, but his nose been bleeding. And Nicole said Luda's nose started bleeding too. It must be something in the air there.
But they're also just scarpering back up this mountain. They know full well that if they can just slowly but surely edge their way in, they are still in a good spot. But the team in the best spot is still Exet at the moment. They were on the tower earlier and they control a lot of the zone.
Frex has gone down. Blackhand eliminated. FaZe taking control.
Oh, FaZe. Okay, snipe down.
Up on top of this rock.
Because FaZe ain't been doing nothing, baby. They've been getting beat up.
Going at it at the moment. Snipedown does get the bat off, but Phony needs to be joining him to help him. But this is a tough fight to take. You're looking up and you've got rocks that are just holding those ledges and those head glitches that makes it difficult. Good decision though. Make those shield swaps.
Nocturnal fun. You can see them exit still.
Yeah, they in London.
Ascend have taken the high off them on the drill tower. And all
Yeah,
of a
this the
sudden,
losers
Exit,
bracket.
who've been in such a good position for the majority of this game, have given
Welcome to the stream, y'all. Welcome everybody.
Make it 3, FaZe are out as we also
Oh, FaZe got eliminated. Damn, Ascend came in. Oh shit, they finna come up on damn, go next out of there.
to their name. One more game remaining for them, but this one
It's only fun up.
Dusted. Fun is still alive for Exit as a solo. Ascend, what a play that was.
Also have one remaining player from Firebeavers as a rat as well. So it's Ascend, it's Exit, Firebeavers, and 100 Thieves, but it's Ascend who have the full 3 at the moment.
Oh, fun.
But it looks like Ascend are in prime position to win this one.
Oh, they want to push this one. They're trying to Watson fence up to make sure that Exit cannot escape. Exit did get the res momentarily, but Nocturnal now been finished off. 100 Thieves, though. They're going to take
they're taking the high ground.
Well, of course, you still have to move away from this high ground, and Ascend know that. That's why
Yeah.
they backed off slightly. But 100 Thieves are a full 3 as well.
Ooh, shit.
100 Thieves versus Exit.
Okay, level 10 on Boctrix.
At the moment, and they really can dictate how this.
Y'all not follow. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Welcome to the shop, y'all. Hey, this been some good fights, though.
Ascend try and take the low ground below. 100 Thieves. Exit eliminated. They are done and dusted.
Also, where my
And
link
we are
at? Hold
down
on.
to
Is it still the
3
same?
teams. Fire
Nope.
Beavers, 9 Impulse. It's all up to you to try and survive. But he's getting.
I made some announcements in the Discord too, y'all, so make sure y'all check those announcements out for me.
100 Thieves ascended it.
They have, but they've lost Baxlon, so you got to do the damage.
Oh shit. 100 Thieves, Reefus. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. Fuck, good try. Ascend needed that. Ascend needed that, though. They needed that. They needed that. Ascend needed that, baby. They came to play. And there wasn't no games. They came. They definitely needed that.
They forced them off it. Then they find themselves on that low ground. And they just had to bide their time. They pushed the rat when they needed to, then they used the distraction of 9imps just to place themselves accordingly. And they were prepared for the drop of 100 Thieves.
The mentality monsters are not done yet. So many great calls. So many pivotal fights won.
Flopping down.
That's the one thing you can't teach.
Yeah, they did come in the top 5, which was good. Yeah.
1v1 scenarios. Ascend will win it.
Definitely needed that top 5.
That puts Ascend in 6th position in the overall standings. 32 points. That's awfully close to that bubble number that I was talking about.
Also, if y'all haven't went and voted for Chef today, that's his link right there. I Am Chef is in a competition right now, y'all, to be featured in a magazine in New York by Carla. I think her name is Carla Halls, another like top chef top up there, and also a 25K prize. So make sure y'all get those votes in so we can try to keep him in first place. That's the link. You can get free votes by signing in with your Facebook.
Something to shout about for the Ascend fans who have.
So he been in first place in every category he been in. So this is the last one. We got 6 days. So I'm gonna be reminding y'all, every stream I said a few times a stream, at least a few. But that's the link right there. Make sure Carla Hall, yeah, Carla Hall. Make sure y'all go drop him a vote.
They took the height from Exet, they forced them off it. Exet, of course, then died. And then Ascend were kind of griefed.
Now he caked up. Big vote, big vote. We've been keeping him in first place every category. He's still holding first. So I'm trying to help him as much as I can. So every time I think about it, I got the tab up so that way I know whenever I tab over there to say something about it. Hey, TT.
I think to then send it on the player, get the low ground, and then they could just hold it a little bit more safe.
Yeah, I think getting underneath.
Yeah, a whole lot of I Am shit.
Everybody is focusing the solo player, right? They come in here, they finish off Exit.
Damn, they finished.
The difficulty here for 100 Thieves who are up on top, they know they have to
My
drop
tab
at
up
some
too,
point,
shit,
right?
yeah.
When you drop, unless you're playing Horizon, you've got a moment.
Hey, I've been trying. Every time I look up there, I'm like, let me copy and paste. Hey, y'all, here go the link. Go drop him a vote.
And now you you've just got to hit your shots. It's as simple as that. Lupka with a great spray here
Woo!
to get that first knock. Kashira trying to follow up, and then it was just a case of
Damn.
the players through the carnage.
Yeah, just through the smoke as well.
Hey, these boys shoot, man.
In the end, but it was Kashira in the 1v1 without a digi and just absolutely pummels it into the ground.
Damn.
Honestly, I wonder whether
Ain't nothing like that feeling. Oh my gosh. I just know his heart beating. Oh my gosh.
if they want to be in Championship Sunday, they had to win that game to give themselves the best opportunity.
Oh, you talking about the one in the gray hoodie, Blake? So he caked up. The passion, yeah, you gotta have it.
He only had around 20 HP, but there was no doubt in his mind he was ever going to lose
That passion, man.
So aggressive, flew in.
Yeah. I ain't see the cakes. I ain't see the cakes.
Brink of another match point finals.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Championship Sunday without Ascend, right? And maybe they can redeem themselves from what happened at Split 1 playoffs in that final 3v3 where they could have been the champions, but TSM ripped it away from them. The top of the leaderboard is starting to look a bit stacked. Blackhand, Exet, Riddle Order should all be in that grand final. I would like to believe that FC Destroy and Firebeaver should be good as well.
24 points for Ascend.
But that's what I mean. It was the big game they needed.
Okay, Ascend needed that. 100 Thieves needed that. Complexity needed to get in the top 10, so they made it to 8. Come on, NA teams. What you been doing today, TT? How your Saturday going? You been asleep?
That win inside of Fragment, or Monument side, I should say.
When I get off of here, that's probably what I do. Take me a little nap and get ready for tonight on Kick.
Telling right at the start of this lobby, Dan. 100 Thieves. So close to a finals last year. So close to a finals last year, but came up short. If I was to tell you right now that they are in 9th place with just a few points cushion, what do you think's going through their heads right now?
Well, I think they are relieved that they've had a big game.
Just want to have that big.
Because otherwise it would have just
hey, I appreciate it, Thal. I hope you've been doing good. I hope the family doing good too, baby. Can we get a shout out to Thal?
However, you look at the good things, you've got to look at the bad. Northeption are now.
Get a shout out to TT as well. Tasha and them titties.
30-point game, I feel. Realize maybe dropping a little bit too deep. Entropic. And I'm even got to say it, I'm worried Complexity could just be too far behind. There is still hope. It would have to be one of the biggest games they've ever put on show in any tournament ever.
I guess I do it. I don't know what the odds is.
It's so far away now.
Well, there's the match 5 results.
Oh, there goes Child. Okay. I about to say, I don't know what the odds
right now. This is what it means. This is how it stands with just one more game to go. Blackhand, Exet. Probably done enough of the heavy lifting alongside.
Shaw coming out in the cut.
Firebeavers maybe with that game down. We think they're going to be there.
Thank you. We are doing great. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I know them kids getting big now, huh, Thal? How old is your baby? She came out of nowhere, came out of cut, baby. Big Shy, big mod. I said, oh, you need a mod. She 3 now? Damn. Oh my gosh, time is flying.
You can still make it in with a good game.
I've been here just tired. Your ass was up all night. What time you go to bed, Shy?
I'd like to think the cutoff would be around 34, maybe even lower, but certainly the top 4 should be good. But of course, you never really know with how many points can be accumulated by some of these squads. I'm sure the mathematicians at home can work it out. But if we are going off the basis of 31, there is just a few points that some of these squads need. As for Dreamfire, they find themselves on 22 points. So the Dreamfire fans, you need to hope they have a good game here.
J-Links fans got to support their boys as well. At the moment, J-Links inside of the qualification spots, but still need to perform. Nobody who is inside of that top 10 can let it slip at the moment. The last thing you want to do is go into game number 6, the final game, Dan, in the qualification spots, and at the end of it, see yourself in 11th and below.
Yeah, if you are the likes of J-Links, FaZe, 100 Thieves, Optic, if you die early here,
what's up, JB? How you doing?
The likelihood is
like 3 or 4 my time, shot 3 or 4 your time. What? What was you up doing?
So close to this grand final, but who's gonna step up in match number 6?
Rick done took 3 naps today.
absorb those points, take it away from those who are in the bottom 5 and their chances of trying to push themselves into the grand
Not you got 50 lollipops. Ooh.
Cinderella story here in match number 6. Will we see the likes of Northeption?
Oh, you did say you was retwisting your hair. You did. Oh, now she was getting her hair pulled back. Oh shit! Now wait, was you getting it pulled back or was you retwisting it now?
Ready to see their team through as well. Smiles on the faces, but also nervous energy all over the main stage here in London.
Ooh wee! I couldn't imagine playing in front of all them folk. I ain't gonna say I couldn't imagine, but I just know their nerves.
Legends to decide if you're gonna be here tomorrow, if you're gonna be in that match point finals, and if you want to become a champion. Match number 6 is live here in London. Copperbox, I want to hear you.
Exclamation RR. I can see Candy screaming at her tank. Listen, I couldn't do it. I do want to get back into the comp scene though. I think I am going to try to get back into the comp scene, especially since I'm back on my roller. You know, that's my comfort spot. That's another reason because I wasn't comfortable on MK. But my roller, hey, it's gang on roller, baby. Hey, I'ma slide on the roller.
But if you get contested by Entropic, then all of a sudden the dreams can fade to memories for Entropic. They are going to contest here, but smartly, extremely smartly. Ascend, take that eastern building of Lava Siphon. They get the loot and they say, you know what, Entropic? You have the rest. Well, I think Ascend
You left us early, and did. Esme went to bed early as hell. But one thing Esme gonna do is motherfucking sleep, baby. You ain't gotta worry about. Okay, I about to say put that havoc down, baby. That flatty right there.
Stupid to take this risk. We've got that victory under our belts. Let's just play placement and secure some points here.
I'd be taking the contest.
I know you would, but you're a very different bold man, other than Kajira, who likes to go for a more different approach.
Well, Ascend, this is a very, very smart play. Just minimize the risk. Make sure that the game is in your hands and not being left to the RNG gods as you land, and if you find a gun, if you don't, whatever it might be. But talking of where we're going to be going and talking of where this game is going to end, Dan, it looks like we might be moving a little bit towards Countdown here. Maybe a little bit of landslide involved. Some of Skyhook is on the map, but Countdown is looking like a pretty good bet at this point.
I wonder if it's going to be similar. Are we going to Skyhook again? Pioneers are
Should I scroll up and read, please? Oh, me and Rick stayed up and watched the movie, or 3. Hey, Rick was asleep. You probably was watching that movie by yourself. Or 3. I should be back tomorrow night for movie night. I should be back by 7, maybe 8, probably by 8. I don't know how long the pageant stuff's gonna take. So for those that are not in the Discord, make sure y'all join the Discord. We be trying to do movie nights on Sundays, some Sundays. With Ghetto Productions, Shaw, you know what I'm saying? We've been getting good quality though lately, baby. We've been getting good quality. But we be in the Discord chilling on Sundays. Sunday is my off day. I don't stream on Sundays, but we do be in the Discord playing games or just sitting in there talking. They be having slumber parties. They might be in that bitch sleep, but they be in there.
Any sort of silly engagements at the moment. Instead, it's all about getting into a position.
Also, I posted something in the announcement for those that are active subs on Kick, meaning you got a monthly, it's coming out, not gift. I need y'all to go react because I'm going to be doing a sub giveaway for a Logitech keyboard in the Discord. It'll be for Twitch subs and Kick subs, but the role for Kick subs is going to be for those that have it automatically, not if you got gifted a sub and you got a sub. Because Twitch, you can connect your Twitch account and keep your sub role, but on Kick, they ain't got that set up yet. So make sure y'all go react for those that do have the reoccurring subs on Kick. Make sure y'all go react so y'all can get those roles. Not you was in the game, but I was just asking how your Saturday went, but I see it's going all right. You over there playing the game.
An opportunity to create history for them.
And that's the problem. A win plus a lot of kills. It's not as simple as getting a win here for Complexity. They need to do something similar to what Ascend just did and pick up a win plus what, like 8 kills to try and get at least a 20-point game, if not more, to push themselves into that top 10.
I thought you had walked away over there on the game. Who you playing with? You just playing by yourself?
But it is certainly a difficult task. Now we're going to see a lot of this, but also we get our first fight.
Oh shit.
Jailings versus E6. 2 European teams. Noxgas is going to go down and
Ban his ass. I told him to ban him last night. Had me eating them goddamn hot beans. Had me eating all them goddamn hot beans last night. I gotta get some more ice cream. That's what I'm gonna do when I get up off of here.
We're in the qualification spots. Now have to look at their points total of 29 and hope, beyond hope, that that is enough.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. The likelihood
Oh, you playing
of
with
staying in
randoms?
that top 10 is
Yeah, I might get back on later. Well, we're gonna do customs tonight.
Who are outside of that top 10, 12th.
After this, I'm gonna get off though, cause my eyes been straining.
But they're now getting pushed. They're now getting
Oh yeah, they be doing the hot beans on Kick. And I had 2 habanero motherfucking beans last night. Them bitches was so fucking hot, I had to take my glasses off.
It's Northeption again. It's Northeption.
Let me check my credit. Hey, I done told you, Rick. Shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh. Ooh. He better not get pink. Oh shit. Ooh Lord, I'm over here jumping and shit. Not habanero. Here, habanero.
This could be the
Shit.
beginning of the end for E6, but it is a desperate last stand.
Yes, we get on my motherfucking nerves.
But now here comes the final push.
Ooh.
The final attempt for Northeption to knock E6 out of this tournament. They are done. E6 will not be in the grand finals tomorrow.
Damn, they got eliminated.
Try and paint this Cinderella story. They would need the biggest game of their lives if they were to find themselves.
Listen, Furia, baby. Furia was not the same Furia from last, baby. I don't know what Furia been doing, baby. Furia ain't even, baby. They didn't show up, okay? I love his Watson as well, but they did not show up.
Like you say, it would have to be a Cinderella story. They will need far more kills than they have already. If they want to be in
I don't know if their coordination was off, if it's been like communication, but they haven't been showing up at all. We were talking about them yesterday. I don't even think they made it into the losers bracket, TT.
Sometimes when you are the aggressor, you can get that advantage in the fight.
I don't even think they made it to the losers bracket.
They just could not survive. They could not reset.
Because they was doing bad, baby.
On Sunday. Now, Pioneers, who I did mention, 13th place at the moment. They do find themselves in Skyhook, and the circle is still going towards Skyhook. So they're in a good spot at the moment, a healthy one, and they'll be here for quite some time.
It's about not making mistakes at this point for a lot of these teams. It's about just keeping a level of concentration, right? It has been such a long day, a long tournament for a lot of these teams. And one slip of concentration here where you don't see a team walking up on you, where you don't hit a shot or two. And that can be the difference, especially in a lobby which almost comes to a standstill or points down.
Now she got closer. I definitely did. Shut the fuck up, Rick.
Trying to push and take a position away as a good play. You have to make sure you're the one that's minimizing them. I was about to say,
Look, how you know what I'm doing? I ain't got my camera on.
It's
Hell.
more the teams that are arriving now from the
I'm
south.
still in my motherfucking nightgown because I'm finna go get back in the motherfucking, in TT words, I'm finna go get bike in the motherfucking bed. Rick on his straight period. Oh, he needs to get cheeks to it like the Red Sea soon. Oh, not the Red Sea. Now that was kind of wide. Now, hey, from the pictures I've seen, that was kind of wide. Okay. I don't know if you want to get them split like that. Now, hey, that shit hurt. Nah, kind of wide from the pictures I done seen, TT. Now, the pictures I done seen now, it was split kind of wide, baby. That's too much.
And try and find somewhere to play in Skyhook. Realize on your screen, they look like they're going to go for a zone wrap here, or maybe try and play through trials.
Lexet are above them.
Oh shit.
Lexet are very low when it comes to shields. And they're also quite split at the moment.
Split me in half like a bagel. Ooh, you so nasty.
The grand final, they have 51 points. There is no worry for them at the moment.
Rick said, hell fucking nah.
More than happy to hold trials for now.
You know Rick a straight man, TT. Baby, that shit still to my, I'm straight. I'm asking for a friend. Baby, that motherfucking tickled me, okay? If that was Rick right there, he would have picked up that ammo.
Tomorrow, but the zone wrap is probably smarter than trying to go through Exet, or is it? You know, at some point they're going to have to take a fight. Maybe that fight against Exet was one that, with an armor check or two, they could have thought about taking.
I ain't see that clip, man.
Just a few kills is not going to be enough.
No, it was in who was we in Tiffy stream? We was in Tiffy stream. Tiffy was streaming.
Probably take it.
We was in Tiffy stream and he had typed it in there.
The kills might come to us. That is entirely true. Also in the kill feed, Complexity just got knocked. So it looks like they're having a
Rick had 500, baby. One thing he gonna do is pick up bullets, baby. He ain't had no help, but he gonna pick up some motherfucking bullets. He gonna be able to shoot and be flesh.
After taking damage for quite some time, they can
Oh yeah.
breathe easy for just a few moments.
Do we got the clip?
Pioneers, FaZe, Naked, Fire Beavers, Onyx.
I don't know if anybody clipped it. Did we clip that? If not, I got the vibe. I don't think.
Really that's gonna damage and worry that
I'm gonna have to look through the clips.
Looks like Complexity are back up to a full 3, so it was a knock through a window, I imagine. As we might see a few.
But Twitter, I remember. I got.
There's gonna be a lot of teams that will just post.
Where was it posted at? It might have been TikTok.
But as for the map and where everyone else is, Riddle Order are starting to make their way from the southwest.
It might
Entropic
have
is still
been
in
TikTok.
staging in countdown at the moment, excuse me. And Go Next are also pushing through. 100 Thieves have got one player been knocked here. It's Northeption again getting aggressive, but it looks like the 100 Thieves should be okay.
Baby, you said bother and you fucked that whole, baby. Retype the whole sentence. Shit, you had two typos too many. Shit. I had to read that. I'm like, hold on, wait, let me read that again. I had to read that in silent.
Rez will come in here for 100T. A little bit of a worrying moment for them, but they should be fine.
14 of our 18 squads are in Skyhook already. Everyone's moved quick. Everyone's found a home. Everyone's starting to pay rent to their landlords, and they hope that they can stay without being evicted. The 4 squads who are outside, Go Next, Entropic, Riddle Order, and Exet, they need to start thinking about where they can make their move to. The circle is going to be moving to the western side of Skyhook. Pioneers, FaZe, Realize, and Naked are in the best buildings at the moment. 100 Thieves are going to have to just slightly shift their way over when that round 3 closes.
Now, as we take a quick look at Countdown and the teams who are trying to move through there, the list of team names that you just mentioned, the ones who are within zone, the buildings that they're in down, they're triple stack buildings. There is different floors that can be played. The proof in the match point finals qualification pudding, if you like, is going to be for those teams that you
Well, that's because you went and laid your motherfucking ass back in that bed. Get your ass up. Hey, because you only go on mobile when you land in the motherfucking bed. Hey, get your ass up. You already done took 2 naps today. Hell.
And deny people coming in and survive when everybody has to leave.
It's going to be a bit like dominoes, I feel here. As soon as one engagement starts, everyone else might be seizing the opportunity and saying, okay, this is our chance now to get across, to try and take this building, to get involved, to get some KP, to get those few points that we think we need to get us to the grand final. And that's when it starts to get messy. That's when it starts to get scrappy. And that's when suddenly all plans go out the window and it's more about how intuitive you are as a team.
Settle down, Rick. I know you get excited about Brian. And he very much do.
You can plan all you like. Your IGL can give you the directions, but when you get into those fights, when there's this many squads left in a circle this tight, sometimes it just comes down to your individual ability.
Get a little hard on when you start talking about Tiffy brother, baby. Get a little moist.
If you are nervous, the shots that you would hit normally when you sat at home suddenly start to go a little bit awry.
I mean, your brother did say he ain't never. Wait, he said he like being hog-tied.
They need a game here as well.
He said he ain't never been hog-tied.
Gatekeepers of qualification. They're in 10th position at the moment, and they're just about.
You know Rick Meskin, he'll tie him up, baby. One thing they gonna do, Meskins, they gonna tie some shit down and tie it up and make it fit, make it work, okay?
smelly sweats coming through. Noct is taking a lot of damage, but again, we're just going to see this. A lot
Hey, y'all ever seen them move, baby? They'll move on the Toyota, a little 4Runner Toyota. They'll pack a whole apartment up on that bitch, and won't shit move. You hear me? Ain't nothing falling off. Baby, them the best movers ever.
Just about. Smoke comes in. Noct's trying to do a little bit of scouting. It looks like the
You am I lying?
Oh no, some fences down, and this is slowing down Optic. Just a reminder, this is Optic Gaming who hold down the final qualification spot. If they fall here, then this might be the end of their run.
Should be the end of their run. They want to get some kills, or they want to survive. Blackhand were trying to push them for a short while, but Optic have been able to get up and above, and they will survive. It was a risky move, but it's worth it. They now will hold a much better position, but this was the zone I was talking about. It pulls further west.
This would be an ugly ass zone, man.
A lot of commotion outside, and Optic know it. They throw a few panic grenades here.
Ooh!
Potentially on the line here. Let's jump into a listening
Ooh!
with Optic Gaming.
Okay, I'm peeking. Broke the fence. He's arced. I got you, I got you. Friday is 80.
Come on, Optic.
I cracked Walton, 100 on Walton. Look to go off this, Let's go. Behind knockdown. Crack. Flash. Last guy's on the balcony. I'm armor swapping. He's gonna go zip, I think. He's gonna go zip if he comes. I'm mech getting. Might be another team. I need light ammo. Another team in. Nice. Another team, I think, under us. Can we go back towards height? Yes. They might be up height. No, they're bottom. Okay, I'm up height. Mech hitting here?
Oh, look at him. He good with the phone camera. Just up here. He ain't fucking around.
Run towards mid and pop a balloon. I don't see anyone down here. I don't have wall right
now. No, you're not. I'm trying to tell you, when I stayed at El Paso, I seen some remarkable shit, man. I'm like, damn, how do they do that?
See anyone on top mid.
I'm like, how do they do that? But they make it work, baby. One thing they gonna do, they gonna make some shit work, baby.
I'm ripping it.
Hey, they gonna figure it out.
A huge fight won by Optic Gaming there. There is a team up.
Woo!
He is gonna fall. He is gonna drop as he hits the ground, and now it's just a 2 for Optic. They land on top of the building. They're gonna have to oof, but Skill Cake.
Is he stuck?
As well. He's trying to pop the bat in midair. 17 squads remaining here. Kashera's gone down for a send. Optic desperate to survive.
Exet are losing players as well, but Optic, the kills could be massive.
Woo, shit, how did he make it out of there? Oh my gosh.
But they should have done enough to get into the grand finals. They just now have to await and hope that the
It's 16 squads and it's going into the 5th circle. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody coming in on TikTok. Damn, Complexity just got out. Dreamfire and Ascend. Damn. 100 Thieves still in there.
It would be another fantastic performance from the EMEA team, who have struggled so much in the back end of the season. In all
hey, look, it was so many teams. Damn, 100 Thieves out.
But now
I was just saying, there's so many teams in the 5th ring.
Just been eliminated. They were in 6th position overall.
They should be okay. 36 should be enough. At the moment, 10th is 29 points. It is still Jay Lings who hold on to 10th place. Pioneers are 4 points behind Jay Lings, though. Naked, 6 points behind Pioneers. There is a real chance that Pioneers could steal this spot away from Jay Lings, and also there's still a chance that Naked...
I've been doing like UTT. I've been trying to practice new guns, so I've been on a 30-30. Last 2 days. I'm trying to get, if I get that bullet timing down, baby. I've been binking them though. I've been binking them with the 30-30. I didn't think I could, but I've been binking.
Sometimes there's just something about certain teams when you start to count them out, when you start to think maybe this is the end of the road for them, they pull out something special.
I just wish it shot faster.
Holding on for dear life as a 2.
Hey, I'm trying that baby. That Prowler, that's mine. That is my motherfucking gun, baby. I've been running double heavy, either a flatline and a Prowler, or now I've been picking up the 30-30. So I've been doing the 30-30 and a Prowler, baby. One thing I need, let me get that Prowler. I just need something for range, because I know I can shoot the triple take. I don't have no problem shooting the triple take. Damn, they out.
Still with a chance of pushing themselves into that top 10.
Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Damn.
This is the play from Naked, but it's held off. And even though
Exit out.
taken down yet, that might be the game. And
I like the Prowler now. I was hitting, baby. You was fucking them up, baby. I was over here like, yeah, get that Prowler. I'm like, I seen you with that wingman in your hand. I was like, pick that Prowler up, pick that Prowler up. And you picked it up. I said, yeah, we in there now. I told you.
Point off of Jay Lings, who currently hold 10th position.
Not against Esme, though.
Pioneers knock Jay Lings out of the tournament.
Oh,
Pioneers
shit.
may have just done enough. The only teams that could stop Jay Lings and could stop Pioneers would be Realize and Entropic with a big old win here.
Ooh, shit.
What a tournament this has been.
Not I didn't notice, because you beat his ass. Hell.
Still alive, Dan. Still alive. Still alive. I mean, it's got some KP alongside it as well. Obli, Sangjun, Karampu.
Baby, all this weather going on, and it's so much stuff going on. That black lady missing, that I was reading that last night. That just hurt my soul, because it was set up. Like, somebody set that up to kidnap her. Like, I feel like the baby was a distraction, and oh, Lord, y'all. Tell the people y'all love, hey, hold on to y'all loved ones, because, baby, the world is crazy. Like, they set that baby up out there, and then when she pulled over, they snatched her up. They would have did it to anybody else that did it too. It just happened to be her, and she was just trying to be a good Samaritan, you know, because if that was any of us, we would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You see a baby walking on the freeway that late, of course you're going to pull over just trying to be a good Samaritan, but... Yeah, and I don't think I pray they find her alive, but I don't think so, because they left her Apple Watch, which you know you can track on the Apple Watch. I'm like, man. Realize when? I realized the one like 4 matches. But yeah, I was looking at that last night, TT. I was like, that's because I was reading about the baby being seen on the freeway, but I didn't know it was connected. And on the highway camera, you could see that car backing up in the woods. Like, you seen the tail lights and everything. I pray they find her alive.
What I can tell you is Pioneers definitely did enough. Optic did
yeah, it's all on Instagram and Twitter and stuff.
I think you can see from the reaction here of Realize they know. Even with a Herculean.
Yeah, black lady. She seen a infant about 3 or 4 years old walking on the side of the freeway, Tiffy, and she called 911, and then she called her sister. So she put the phone down when she went to go approach the baby, and somebody snatched her, and they found her wig on the ground, her Apple Watch, and her phone was still in the car. And ain't nobody seen the baby, so I'm guessing the baby, they just set the baby out there as a trap to catch somebody.
As well as Ascend on 33 as well. Just falling short, but we knew the cutoff was going to be around 31 to 34, and it was 33 in the end. So FaZe again just squeak their way through into another round of Apex Legends.
What an unbelievable day it has been. Absolutely insane. But we do now have our final 20 teams confirmed. Honestly, man, I feel heartbroken for him. Like, to go into that final game, knowing what you got to do, you win the game, and you just,
Couples would do that, yeah. It was definitely a setup. It's so terrifying. What a world we live. I know, Cheeky. I was just like, that's crazy. That's so sad, because I'm pretty sure if that was me and I seen a baby, you know, on the side of the road, of course I'm gonna pull over. Like, I'm not. That's just like human, you know, like it's just an instinct.
Well, it's disappointment for 10 teams, but of course, on the other side of things, it means 10 teams solidify their place in our match.
But I don't think it was somebody she knew, Rick.
Emotional series.
I'm pretty sure that she didn't know these people. You know what I'm saying?
All of those who didn't quite make it as well. But for now, that's us done. We're going to send it back down to Lauren.
Because now people don't even want to pull over even for a baby. Yeah, TT, like, If I pull over, I ain't getting out. That baby better, hey, that baby gonna stay there. I'm gonna call the police and give them the location of the baby, but I ain't getting out my goddamn car.
So many teams were on that top 10 bubble. It's going to be split by near points. So we're going to be getting to that and showing you that in just a moment. Before we do that, we have to take a look.
But I definitely, it might have been a couple too, Tiffy. That's what I'm thinking, because it was, if they had a baby, like I don't see two men having a baby and then, you know, sitting the baby. That sounds like some crazy ass shit. Like some sick shit. Because why would you even put the risk of your child out there walking on the interstate? And she said, when she called the police, she said the baby was about 3 or 4 years old.
Just taking their sweet time. You know, I was actually counting it's gonna be KCP. That was actually a surprise for me that Realize actually made it so high and won the game.
No, I don't think it was specifically her, because it was on the interstate. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did they, whoever it was wouldn't have known that she was going to be on that interstate driving and she was the one that's going to stop for the baby. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was somebody that she knew personally or knew of or anything like that, because that, yeah, that would be definitely be a reach only in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing, yeah, because that would definitely be a reach. Because all them cars that was traveling on the interstate, how they know she was going to pull over? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, if it would have been like on a back road or like the route to her house, like on that street, then that definitely, I would say more so of a setup. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. But because it was the interstate, anybody could have pulled over and, you know, if they would have seen the baby. Which my thing is, why didn't nobody else pull over? Because if they, did they not see this baby? Like, I don't understand. Or if a friend, but wasn't nobody with her. Wasn't nobody with her. They had, because they showed some pictures that they had. She had just left somewhere, and because they had took a picture of her, they showed her wig and her hat and what she had on, and the wig and the hat was left at the crime, left there. So her mama said she probably got cornrows, you know, that was up under her wig. So now she's telling everybody, no, don't look for the picture of the wig, because the wig was left there.
I think E6 is a great example for a Skyhook zone. They're every single time in the God spot. But this time, you know, they got pushed. And
I just pray that they find that woman. That's just crazy.
All right, well, we keep talking about it. What does that mean? Who are your last 10 teams that will be fighting?
See, that's why I stayed to myself. Hello, Tiffy.
It's time to reveal.
Because it's still possible that it could have been a setup somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might have been somebody that, you know her real well. I'm like, oh, if she see a baby, she gonna pull over, and they know where she was, the way she was going. But like TT said, that still may be a reach. That might be a reach.
They were hoping for, like we talked about, Blackhand, Xset, Riddle Order, making their way through, popping all the way down.
Okay, Complexity made it barely.
FaZe, man, they had such an issue with the tiebreaker in the winner's bracket and had to drop down into elimination round 2 and faced yet another tiebreaker on their 9th and 10th. But Ascend, you know, we're keeping tabs on Kashera. You always hear that monumental fight, Ascend versus TSM at the Split 1 playoffs, and they were this close to not even being able to make that final.
Blackhand definitely made a comeback.
Good push for them, but Fire Beavers, they couldn't even play.
They definitely made it. Xset, hey, Xset came to play today.
I mean, we can take a look for Realize. I was 100% sure they're gonna qual. 100%. You know, 11th place is actually one of the most unlucky places that you can be, but they gave the 100% in this last game.
Absolutely, it's a little bit of heartbreak, but they gave their all and got so close. But one team that clutched up when it really mattered the most was KCP, and if I'm not mistaken, we've got Blaze standing by with Nasky to talk about it.
Yes, I do, Glitter. Because here in this elimination bracket matchup,
I don't know if I can
KCP
say
had
the
to get
R
it done
word.
in
I'm
that
sure.
last game, and they did just
The
that.
R word.
As I have Nasty
Oh wait,
here
hold
with
on, let
me
me
on the
read.
main stage.
So what was the ultimate goal? The rivalry, because if it was the R word, then it would have known if it was a male or female that was gonna get the baby. Right, right, TT, right,
I can't lie, it's pretty.
right,
It's pretty funny that it's Sky. So excuse my voice.
right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny it's the Sky with only experience.
But I don't know why it couldn't have been robbery, because like I don't think her stuff was stolen. Like
I vowed to myself that I would never call this zone again because they have deleted it. I hadn't seen it like in a year now.
they knew that it was a high percentage chance that a woman would pull over. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
And all the practice paying off right
Because it's just like an instinct. It's just like an instinct for women, you know, especially, you know, black women especially, but it's just a mother's instinct, because it could have been a white woman too. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like a mother's instinct if you see a child walking on the freeway, and it was pretty dark out there. It was nighttime. But I am glad she did call the police, and she called her sister, so somebody knew what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine if she didn't call her sister, they would have known nothing. Because she had told her sister where it was, where they was located. She called the police. You know, that was smart of her. You know what I'm saying? So she did at least let them know, hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I see. You know, it's a baby here. She called the police. She did that first. And then she called her sister. And she was still on the phone with her sister when she got out the car.
I want to give a shout out to my parents.
So that was smart of her, so they at least know her location of where she was taken from or where she was at.
Congratulations to the Pioneers.
Yeah.
Glitter, take us away.
Only thing would have been different if she would have had her phone on her, but they even took her watch off. She had her Apple Watch on, but they took her watch off, which that's, you know, track your location. So whoever it was paying enough attention that she had that watch on to leave her watch there.
Tell me who you picked.
So yesterday I was talking about Oirain, and today it's gonna be Taskmaster from Fire Beavers, one of the best players.
The cops know the setup, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, this person is putting so much time into practice to practice his
Yeah.
movement.
So now people are gonna be weird. If they see a baby walking on the freeway now, they're gonna be like, oh, I ain't stopping, like, cause they know that's how they setting up, you know what I'm saying? And the way they've been doing human trafficking and stuff like that nowadays, baby.
Now in this elimination bracket, able to clutch it up, continue their run through to finals. Like you said, Tiff,
They don't know who the baby was, and it was dark outside. If it was a little bit brighter outside, I'm pretty sure they would have been able to see like something, you know what I'm saying? The identification of the baby or something, but it was dark outside. And trafficking is heavy right now.
Be a fun one for me. I've got Tappy from Riddle Order. Riddle Order had such a strong performance here in the elimination bracket round 2, but before we get it, maybe, no, a little sneak peek just dropped. Glitter, we'll have to wait for you later.
It is. I pray they find that woman.
Let me just tell you, a strong M&K player, 46 kills throughout the regular split, 2 stats in APAC North, 11 alone just from the elimination bracket round 2, 4,800 damage, a boasting 2.2 KD, but so many clutch moments, especially.
But I don't know it. I don't know if it was any reports of a stolen baby though in that area. But it could have came from somewhere else though. So you never know how far they traveled. Because especially since they was on the interstate, and they were backed into the woods. So they had that set up. They were backed into the woods. Because on the camera you seen them putting it in reverse.
Of course, I couldn't understand anything that was going on, but I got the vibe. And I knew they were going to win.
The world's so fucked up, man. It's so fucked up.
In our elimination 2 bracket, when everything was all said and done, you give a little sneak preview of my pick here before we jumped into it. I need to talk about Dropped from Optic Gaming. Obviously, the IGL for the squad.
Okay, Dropped. Okay.
Looking at all weekend, being like, where's the performance we know that they can have? What is happening? They make it through into elimination bracket 1 star to pick it up. Give us what we're looking for there. They get a first place finish, 14 kills, second place finish, 12 kills. Start to see that aggression. Then we
Okay, Drop.
bracket 2, and that's when they
Big prowler, baby. Everybody having a prowler, baby. And don't let them. They got these digits. Woo, shit.
22 assists on top of having to be the IGL directing it all, and we
Every highlight is a prowler. You hear me? They is not, baby. They is picking up that prowler. Okay.
Those points, so for me, it had to be dropped. But phenomenal.
Let me see who is on.
That was our monster MVP. Now we need to just close out the show. There is a lot going into tomorrow, so I want to get some final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. This was a really tough day. I'm not going to lie. It's tough for the players. It's tough for the fans. It's tough for those at you at home that have your favorite teams that you're like, I cannot wait to see them make it. But when they have to go back knowing that they're not going to be available for Championship Sunday.
Man, that's crazy.
Start thinking forward. It's how can we improve for next time? Because it's always the question. Champs is that next LAN and playoff points. And if you're not going to be able to qualify off that, it's last chance qualifiers.
Sabs, what about you?
You know, I think people gonna work on it to get to the champs. Next weekend we have LCQ. There's a lot of work. We have few days to work on it, but you know, it's worth. It's still.
Please bring back the 301 hip, all the AR hip fires. Hell.
I cannot wait.
All the ARs. They nerfed them motherfuckers so much. It's like, hell, you gotta pick up. Hell, the alternator snap harder than the 301 for real, for real. And it got a little range on it. It just don't go as far, but that alternator, hell, that bitch snap. And then you know that hip fire gonna hip. Baby, it's gonna do what it needs to do on that alternator. Because the alternator is shoot faster than the 301, but it doesn't shoot as fast as the 99, but so it's a little bit more stable on the
People forget that, hey, he's a champion.
Teams events to the
Terrifying lobby. All of these teams 1,000,000% deserve to be here. We'll show you the schedule for tomorrow, although there's really only one.
I thought they made it.
And that's 4 p.m. BST, because that's when it's going to start. So you've got.
What's 4 o'clock BST? What time is that for me? Hold on.
Ready to go, and then settle in for some serious Apex Legends action. All right, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier. In case you forgot, we're going to mention it before we head out as well, because we've got some new stuff coming your way. So make sure that you head on over to the Apex Legends YouTube channel Monday, July.
It's 10 a.m. Oh, okay, I'll be up. Well, I ain't gonna say I'll be up, but I'll be able to catch some of it. Nah, I'll be up. We'll probably watch that in the Discord.
Always love a little bit of lore when it comes to the Apex Legends community, and we keep talking about Championship Sunday. Tomorrow is champs.
No, it's 10 a.m.
Well, we've got a big announcement tomorrow.
No, 4 p.m. BST. It's at 4. It's 10 a.m. our time.
So make sure that you tune in, because trust me, this is not something that you want to miss. All right, now.
Well, I'm gonna catch some of it, Rick. God damn it. And you wake up at 12. Leave me alone. I know what time I wake the fuck up. Oh yeah, 11 your time, 11 a.m. But you said p.m. Oh yeah, that's what threw me off. Shit, I'm like, nah, it ain't. They ain't doing it that late at night. Shit. Hey, they was tripping with that 4 a.m. Central Time. Hell, I knew, baby. I knew I wasn't for to catch it that early.
To our match point finals. Like we said, all the actual kickoff at 4 p.m. BST, so make sure that you are there. And don't forget, there's $1 million on the line tomorrow, folks. Who will be the team that raises that trophy above their head? Well, we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, Intel gave me my own time zone, TT. She always doing some shit. So my time zone is KST, Candy Standard Time. Oh, shit.
Stormported, the map that brings us chaos and deadly plays.
You talking about the arena empty? That's because it's in London. Everybody couldn't go to London like when we was in North Carolina. Like when we was in North Carolina Saturday, it was packed on Saturday, but that was because we was in the States and more people can travel in the States, you know. Hell, them plane tickets was running $23,000 because I wanted to go, but baby, I ain't got that money. Shit. I got bills, a lot of bills. Hell, too many bills. Hey, this best thing I'm gonna be able to do is watch it right here. Hopefully next year it'll be back in the States. I hope they bring it back in the States next year. If it's in the States, I'm definitely going because it's easier to get flights and stuff in the States. But that was just too much money. It's shit, especially as high as shit is now, baby. Yeah, if it's in the States, we definitely going. We went last year, Cheeky, like a whole bunch of the fan was there. We had a good time. Yeah, they need a US land again. Yeah, we had a good time. It was me, J-Rod, Cool, Shady, Shroom, Vic, Nicole. Big Boy was there too, wasn't he? I think Big Boy was there, baby. We had a time at land, okay? Oh my God. I was over there photo bombing people pictures and shit. Oh shit. That bitch was lit. It was lit. We had the stands lit, baby. We had our own little section of everything, baby. We was in there lit. I don't know how Octavius got that thick ass booty in them seats, but he made it work, baby. I don't know how that big booty was sitting in them seats, but he made that shit happen. Oh, like Atlanta, that would be dope for them to do it in Atlanta. Oh, Winks, yeah, Winks had that big thing, baby. That thing, Winks got a thing on her, baby. That thing, baby, ooh wee. Chill on Octavius' booty. Listen, he gonna talk shit about it later. Oh, do you build PCs? No, I don't build PCs. Oh shit. All right, we finna get up out of here. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go lay down. Shit. Cause y'all don't love me anyways. Yeah. So. Yeah, not fucking love me. Man, I seen a full body pic of Wink. I said, baby, listen. You know I had to tap it in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I squeeze your titties. I had to hit that ass. I was like, ooh, let me tag. Put that bag down. Hey, just like I squeeze them titties. What does this shit keep popping up, man? Yeah, I had to go on and tap that thing. You know what I'm saying? I had to tap it because woo. This bitch was, I mean, they was there. Like, I seen them in a picture, but you know, just to see them titties in real life, y'all. Let me suck your titties, baby. Whoa, baby. When I tell y'all, them things be thangin', she be wearing the good bras too, you know what I'm saying? She be having them things sitting up. It ain't them little cheap bras, you know what I'm saying, with titties sag, baby. She had them things sitting up to her neck. You hear me? Baby. That one day, oh yeah, she ain't had no bra on. I flipped them titties. Hey, I flipped them titties. I said, oh yeah, them things thangin' down there, baby. Let me pick them up for you, baby. Hey, them titties was tittying, baby. Hey, I had to flip them, Rick, baby. Hey, you know, them things was hanging down, baby. I had to go and flip them one time just so I could make sure it was real, you know. I had to make sure it was real, baby. I had to. Let me see who's staying on. Come on, leave this shit alone. Them titties was doing what they needed it to do, baby. You know, she got them big breasts. You getting on, TT? Go on and go live so we can come over there. So I can raid you. Come on, man. You got like an hour or two. Come on, man. Nah, I said TT. We trying to go over to Fat's Fun House. You can go on and go live for an hour or two. Get on, man. I ain't buying what you selling, man. Last time you told me you was gonna get on tonight, you did not get on tonight. I know you didn't. Hell, I was up. I looked at my phone. I'm like, let me see if TT on, because if she on, I'm going upstairs and play a few games with her before I go to bed. This motherfucker ain't never get on. Not time for a nap because I can't find anything to eat. I'll be on tonight. All right, well, we finna raid out then. We'll raid Marisha. Marisha's on. Oh, shit, I thought I had. Is she still alive? Let me make sure she's still alive, because y'all know. Why my shit froze? What the fuck? I think my Twitch tripping. Hold on, let me pull this shit back up. Let me make sure she's still alive. Oh yeah, she's still alive. Yo, appreciate that follow, True. I thought you was already following me before. You must have accidentally unfollowed. That's all right, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back. You like, okay, I'm gonna go night-night. When you can't find nothing to eat, hey, baby, that's one thing we're gonna do. He's gonna take him a nap, and he gonna eat, and then he gonna take him another nap. He gonna stay up for a little bit. At me if you trying to game later. Bitch, I at you and you don't answer. You know he's sick. Chill on Cheeky. You know he a little sick. We'll be on tonight, though, on Kick, y'all. I'll be doing some custom games. Y'all come in. We're going to have some fun, talk a little shit, kill a little bit. Y'all already know the vibes. Yeah, I'll be on Kick tonight. We're going to go over here and raid Mauricia, y'all. If y'all not already following this beautiful queen, make sure y'all drop her a follow, show her some love. Candy Shop raid emote. If you got a lollipop, you got the emote. If not, you can use the hashtag Candy Shop raid. Thank you, Sha. If y'all not follow me on my social sites, go drop a follow. But I will see y'all later. Appreciate everybody pulling up today. Love, peace, and chicken grease shop. Y'all have a good evening.